Okay, well, last time the party continued to make their way over to the scorched wood wall to intercept the stolen beacon of unending flame. Along the way, Star communicated with some entity in the stars in his sleep, agreeing to be their eyes on this planet. Itella struggled to rest each night and being overheard by Corwin sleep talking, and Helena just tinkering away on her pipe as usual. Upon reaching the scorched wood wall and seeing the burned route through, uh, they head in with Itella shaken up for being back there for the first time since she and everyone in the town were attacked. They spend much of the day of their arrival gathering and burying the bodies, and Helena finds the final piece needed to complete the tinkering together, and it turns out to be a rifle. After communicating with their employer, they know that the Order of Consuming Flame will be taking the beacon there in order to take it to the center of the gap in the trees in order to create some form of gate. Over the coming days, the party set traps and plan an ambush for those that are coming, dependent on their numbers, and this is where we dependent on their numbers, and this is where we return to the party. Set up with several pitfall traps with poison collected from the wasps at the base, and the entrance camouflaged with the party lying in wait. Sorry, it had been a couple of weeks since I wrote that, and apparently I didn't proofread it. Oh no. How am I sounding now?
That's much better.
Wow.
Oh,
You can get in and out and back in really fast.
Discord. Discord things.
We hear you in Discord, but not in stream.
Yeah.
Bam, that's fixed. Hello, I'm here now. You just missed hello and then Scott do the recap. That's pretty much all you missed. Hello. Okay. So you guys have now at this point set up your thorough ambush. I believe Corwin, you've buried your Drake, Dribbly in some like probably like just like inside a bush, just like hidden him, like threw some leaves on top.
There was a minor illusion.
Well, that's
on
on
it.
me. That's on me.
Oh,
We
that's
just
on Corwin.
camouflaged
My
him.
mistake.
I can't remember if Sar and Corwin kind of combined or something, or maybe I don't really remember. It was too long ago at this point. But
No, SARS further back, sort
Mhm.
of keeping an eye on.
but doesn't
Um,
Sar sometimes cast like aid or something on someone?
Oh,
when
yeah,
they're
like,
doing
I think you
an
did
accident?
guidance or something like that to help
Right.
with
Yes, that's right.
hiding the Drake.
But
yes.
I can't remember. I thought it was actually a nat 20 to camouflage the Drake.
Well, it says right here the Drake is at a 26 for being hidden,
Right.
so that's
Yeah, which
Probably
is
pretty
a nat
good, yeah.
20 +3 +3.
it's
Right.
rocking
But-
it really.
Corwin was basically just, back up against the wall, bow drawn, ready to go, ready to pull an arrow, not yet out of the quiver yet, though, but with minor illusion to make it look like he was just, the wall was part of him, so
Are you a short tree? Are you a bush?
anything that makes sense, that fits the scene.
It's like a charred stump that's about 3 feet
3 foot
tall.
4. There you go. There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. That is precisely what you are. I will say it having already gone through the first day of them like not showing up, you guys are like on to the second day. It does like sort of like wane on throughout the day. You're about halfway through and you guys are like, oh man, kind of thought they'd be here by now. But off in the distance, Corwin specifically, because you're the one that's like out at the front, camouflage, you do see movement off in the distance. And we pop these guys to the proper layer. You'll see them. At this point, they're maybe 300 feet out, and they're heading towards the wall. Oops. And
Yes, so the
other-
entrance itself is actually somewhat like camouflaged.
Hmm?
That just, but yeah. just an FYI, there's basically sticks and things.
Oh, the entrance to the
like that was like on the day 0 of 2 that of the waiting, I think.
You basically sort of threw together like a little bit of a camouflage to sort of cover up the
Make it not
entrance that
so
they're looking.
obvious. Yeah.
Sure. They definitely are like coming directly for it because they seem to know exactly where it is, camouflage or not.
Yeah.
So they're like directly headed towards the actual entrance, and you guys see like the two armored figures. They're very much like the ones you've encountered before that are actually carrying the fairly large brazier like between them. To the left, you see the robed, like one of the robed figures that have like the metal like melted in like just chunks of metal on the robe itself. To the other side, you do see one of the like really like large armored flail wielding guys that you guys fought an illusory copy of. And you notice the four of them are fairly badly injured as they're like moving forward. In front of them, you see the Warforged just wreathed in like gold and silver flames. It seems to be leading them, and they point forward. Just there, you should be able to find the entrance. Move towards the center and set the brazier down. The ritual will begin soon. So as they say that, they sort of like break off and head this way, whereas the group of four move forward, like so. So let's get... I'm going to have them make a couple perception checks to see the Drake. Which... chances aren't great. It's not impossible, but...
Dare roll, nat 20.
I don't think that's going to do it. And two of these guys. Nope. And this guy. Alright, they do not see the Drake, so they are carrying forward. So they are, like, at the entrance, sort of, like, shoving aside the branches and stuff that you, like, laid down. They seem to have, like, some, whether it's intuitive or, like, they've magically, like, marked this location somehow. They knew exactly where they were going, and they don't even think anything of branches having, like, blown over at this point. As long as you don't move too much, Corwin, they have no idea that you're there. You're just kind of standing there, like, with your bow and an arrow at the ready, but you're not shooting yet. So as they come forward, this individual comes over here, sort of to the left, and like places a hand on the wall and starts muttering to themselves. Do you want to roll a perception, Corwin, to see if you can tell what they're saying?
Yes.
Please do. Oh, fabulous. So they say something to the effect of, "Oh, place of primal nature, who was wreathed in flame, lest you form the gateway for what is to come." It seems like it almost seems like a prayer, but sort of just into the atmosphere and not directed at anything or anyone in particular.
He's touching the wall, right?
Yeah, at this point he's they're like physically making hand contact with the wall, which I think even like you're sort of like peeking, like leaning, just looking out towards what they're doing. The wall, despite the fact that this person is literally at all times on fire, the wall like makes no indication of the wood burning or anything. But as they do that, these individuals move forward. Let's move all within the ones, thank you. And now, do they see the trap in front of them? Which is different.
Can I throw something out here when you're done doing that?
Potentially. Oh my god, they have no idea. What are you throwing out?
Well, I just wanted to say that I already did shillelagh on my weapon as soon as we knew they were coming. but also I'm preparing beam missiles, so as soon as the trap goes off, I'm going to throw that at the same time.
At the one that goes in the trap, or
Yes.
okay. I'm figuring the two of you, Itella and Helena, are like behind the bend here, as opposed to just like out in the open, like you were just 2 seconds ago.
Right.
I would have mentioned it sooner, but I didn't notice. All right. First guy steps into the trap. I believe I just spilled coffee on my keyboard. I believe in Roll20, or not Roll20, in Discord, there's written out what your traps do. If you scroll up a little bit. This guy falls into the first trap, I believe. If you could check that for me. Where's my phone? Maybe I can bring it up on my phone. Something always gets forgotten, and it was the trap.
So yes, that's a trap with sort of spikes of branches at the bottom with the poison collected from the wasp,
Precisely.
tipping them.
Yeah. So, come on, where are you? I know I wrote this in here somewhere. Before that. So before after this. Sorry. Although you guys will have to roll initiative after the first person gets trapped. Yeah, it should be. There it is. Listed on map. We got that. So the first guy, he's falling in. So we get a DC 15 dexterity save. Alright, that is a failure. So he falls into that trap.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. So he's taking 1d6 piercing, 2d6 bludgeoning, or 1d6 bludgeoning, 2d6 piercing. It's 3d6 in total. He takes 7 damage. And then he has to make a constitution save or take 3d6 poison damage. He succeeds. Alright, so he does not take the poison damage. But he's currently in a hole. Everybody roll initiative.
Click your tokens.
I will say they have no idea where you guys are at this particular juncture. They just know one of them fell in a hole
Right.
that has spikes at the bottom.
Nice.
I'll start with the man in the hole. Wow. Well, he is in a hole. And, ostensibly has, like, a spike through his leg or something, so, that's fair.
Is there anything that happens when you roll a nat 1 on an initiative?
You're very sad. That's mostly it.
I really wanted to
Oh,
say
it's
that.
the one in the hole as well. Wow.
Yeah.
I want to read that in a manual somewhere. That would be great. That was the official rule. Roll a nat 1 and you're sad.
Oh, take 1d6 ego damage.
Right. Hey, Itella, what is your dexterity? Just double checking that this is entered properly. You're at +2, right?
3.
No, you're at +3. I mean, I suppose you go before them. Go ahead. Itella, you're first. I guess technically you unleash that beam missile before you even go, right? Because you had that as a held action for when somebody fell in the hole. And that's going at the guy in the hole, or is that going at somebody else? Just to clarify.
Is there somebody directly behind him?
Yeah. There's like the brazier that he was carrying that's like sort of teetering, almost like it's about to fall on top of him. And then there's a guy behind the brazier that you could throw your beam missile at. But don't forget, depending on the level you're casting it at, beam missile has 2 or more bees you shoot at people, right?
Right.
When the guy fell in, did he just drop his end of the...
Oh yeah, so it's like on the edge of the hole, and the hole's like starting to collapse as it's like a little bit too heavy for the edge of the dirt into this like 5 foot deep plus hole, right? But yeah, so what level are you casting beam missile at? Got to determine that before we know how many targets you got.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do it at my top level, which is 3rd, right? Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, 3rd sounds right. So 3rd level beam missile. You'll have to check how many missiles that is. If you hit spell description, it should tell us all.
Yeah, I am reading. Okay. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, at higher levels isn't even written in there.
I didn't think so. I don't know where we put it.
Well, it should be on the spell.
Oh, so I didn't transfer it over. Oops. Do you want me to look it up real quick?
Yeah, please. That's in the Guardians of the Hive thing. But it's at least 2 missiles. It's at 3rd level, I think it's 4. So are they all going to the same guy, or are they going 1 to each? Like, how are you dividing it up? Because there's 4 guys there. If it's 4 missiles, 1 to each makes sense.
There were two holding the brazier, correct?
Yes.
The one fell in the hole, so they will all be at the 2nd one that was holding the brazier.
All right. Let's go with 4, and you can double check after we get all your damage. So you have 1 there for 4 acid damage. So
Okay.
just hit that 3 more times, and then look up if it's 4 or 5 missiles.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay.
You just click it. It asks you what level. It doesn't matter because it doesn't change the damage.
Okay. No, never
Or
mind.
just roll a bunch of d4s because it's all in the same guy. You just roll 3d4. Nope, now you're doing the description.
Oh my god. I'm having a moment, okay?
Hey,
Oh, come on!
we all live in a moment.
Okay, how many d4s is it?
You already did 1, so 3 more. Just / roll 3d4, please. Nine more acid damage. All right. But sadly, it's immediately your turn. So after you've done that, before you look up if it does more than that, what would you like to do? You already got your shillelagh active and everything.
Right, so actually I think I would do it again. So they're gonna think that they hit like a bee swarm or something.
I'm sorry, was 2 people hit, or just the person who fell in the pit?
Neither.
The one behind him.
just the guy behind him. Are you gonna do another 3rd
Gotcha,
level beam
gotcha.
missile against the same guy? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Then please find out how many missiles you have.
Okay. What did you say it was in?
Guardians of the Hive?
I'm sorry.
Just seeing Scott pan his camera. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening?
There, yeah. I was working out why I had my camera changed. It was a hotkey I'd used for the notes.
Hmm. I hope everybody else is planning their turns.
Yes.
Right.
I think I go last.
Well, except for the guy who rolled a 1.
Oh, there are people.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd higher or level or higher, the spell summons 1 more bee for each slot level above 1st.
Yeah, so it's 4 Bs. You did the 4 already. So, why don't you roll me, I guess, 1 at a time, please? So just roll 1d4. Against the same guy. Excuse me. Alrighty. And you can just click up arrow and then hit enter. It'll roll the 1d4 again.
Yeah, I'm having a moment. Oh, I don't like that right now, sir.
You got 2 left
There we go.
and 1 left. That was
Nine again.
Oh, these are whippy.
That was exactly the number you needed to drop him. So, just this like 8 bees just like batter into this guy. He drops his half and he collapses to the ground. Just like goes on into full anaphylactic shock at this point. It's like, oh, he's having a bad day. Do you want to move at all?
No,
Okay.
because they don't know I'm here. I hope.
I mean, that is an assumption you are making.
Yes.
All right. So if you're not moving at all, next up is they who are they who are moved by flames, who will just come up here and be like, "What the heck's going on?" Right? There's a dude dead with like bees all over him. There's another guy in a hole. There's the 2 guys that are standing there like, "What the hell just happened?" Sar. I don't remember having you roll stealth, so we'll have you roll it now. Please do.
Oh, sure.
Sort of retroactive. I meant to have it at the start, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of right there,
yeah.
directly in his line of sight as he's like walking this way, you know?
Yeah.
Big character sheet. Alright. Alright, he
Yeah,
spots
they see
you.
me.
And I think they immediately recognize you as one of the ones who were at the auction, so just blasting. Alright. They are going to use their blazing blast and try and hit you 3 times. 14.
AC 15.
Miss. 20.
Hits. I am going to also react just with the where's it gone? Absorb elements though.
Yeah, so it's 12 fire immediately, and then 2 more fire at the start of your next turn, which we'll figure out if you get hit by another one. So you half the 12 fire, so you take 6 with absorb elements. Alright, so for the moment, ignore the other part of that damage. And third one's a hit.
Yes, indeed.
For how long are you resistant?
Until the start of my next turn. So like
Perfect.
a fraction of a second, but
So basically, you just took another 3 fire damage at the start of your next turn. Rather than taking 4 fire, you'll take 2.
okay.
Neato.
Okay.
But like for a brief moment, you're like literally on fire. You're like, ah! But they are a little injured from their travels in the mercenaries that were hired to slow them down. So because of this ability, they recover a little bit of hit points for doing fire damage. Let me just double check the amount. Nope, it's not that one. It's this one. 1 hit point. So that's 2 hit points, and then at the start of your turn, 2 more, because then you take, the fire damage twice, or 1 more. So I'll just do 3 right now. Because it's your turn. So you immediately take 2 damage, and then they heal 1 more hit point, and then it's your turn. Lots happening at once already.
Yes, indeed. Oh goodness. Okay. So, oh yes. To clarify, this one up here. So it.
Yeah, they just blasted you.
Yeah, and they're one of the ones from the auction.
This is so that is the individual who grabbed the brazier and teleported away.
And you said that they're like actually there's kind of like a flaming warforged of some form.
That is correct. Yeah.
And of those up here, are any of them? You said one of them is like the one that we fought an illusionary form of.
Yeah, that is this one to the right.
To the right.
Yeah, the flaming, the guy who had the
Okay.
giant flail that was attacking you guys.
Yeah.
With the matron, the illusion of the matron. You know, so
All right.
2 sessions
in which
ago.
case, yes. In which case, yeah, the one I'm going to cast on the one with the flail, keep
Mhm.
metal. Just second level.
Sweet. Give me just a second. Oh yeah, so actually they all recover hit points when any of them do fire damage. That was what I'm double checking, so 3 hit points to all of them. Fancy schmancy. Alright, heat metal, is that a con save? Or is it just...
That is correct. DC 16.
Oh, they all heal?
3 hit points. Heat metal is con save. Bop.
Wish we had something like that.
8.
Yeah.
18, excuse me.
What if we all healed every time somebody got stung by a bee?
Okie dokie. Constitution saving throw. Oh no, they just take the damage, right? It's a con save to not drop the objects.
Oh yes, and it's what they're like physically wearing. So
Yeah, so they can't
other
drop
than-
it because it's their
yeah.
armor, right? So they just take
Yeah.
2d8 fire damage.
yeah.
So the con save doesn't matter. Roll your damage.
Lovely. Oh, it auto rolled the 2d8, so that's 9.
Oh, I didn't even see it. 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Which, as you were informed, seems more effective than you would have initially expected.
And then going to move round here.
Oh, it's gonna have disadvantage on its attack rolls now too. For the start of your next turn.
And I can just keep bonus actioning it, so. But assuming I can keep the concentration up.
Hey, fair enough.
That's a nice spell.
Mm.
Fancy schmancy. Alrighty, if that's the end of if that is the end of Sar's turn,
That is indeed.
next up is the Stoker of Flames, whose hit points I believe are incorrect. Yes, they are way off, and I'm not sure why. That's not even correct for anything. That's insane. It's kind of funny. I can fix those real quick. Alrighty. We're going to. Yeah, they're gonna reach down and try and like use their action to simultaneously cauterize the wounds of the guy in the hole and pull him out. Pull him out of the hole. Yeah, they yoink him out.
I was really hoping they'd get caught on their robe and fall in themselves.
Yeah. So he's he restores a bunch of hit points, and his hit points, maximum hit points, are reduced. So there you go. I think I did that right. After missing hit points. That's 3. Okay, yeah. That is that one's turn. Next up is the Inquisitor, who is going to move toward Sar. Let me give him a perception check for this hole right here. He definitely doesn't see it, and he just steps right into the second pit trap. So he's going to make a dex save. Alright, so he's taking 3d6 damage. Hot dang. He's gonna make a con save or take the poison damage. He succeeds on the con save. He's going to use, so 5, 10, half his move, so it's like 10 feet of movement to climb out. He's got 5 feet of movement left, and he gets here. But he went from, hurt to very hurt. And since he can't get to you, he's just going to reach out and blast you with golden flames. So give me a dexterity save, Sar.
Okay. Dex save. There we go.
Indeed.
Nope.
That is a failure. So you will be taking 6 fire damage, which you're resistant to. No, your turn elapsed.
Nope, not.
So.
It was a super quick absorb element.
Yeah, really. But hey, it's minimum damage, so nice.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have to con save.
Oh yeah, concentration on heat metal.
Nope. There it goes.
Just instantly dropped. But hey, you did damage to him.
Yeah.
And he did fire damage, so him and everything within 60 feet of the target, well, all of them, not everything, because you guys won't, so everybody except the boss guy, get 1 hit point. Well, that guy doesn't, because he's had his maximum hit points reduced. Sucks to be him. Alright, Corwin, it's your turn.
I am so torn.
Oh,
I mean,
what's up?
Oh no, that was a save. Never mind.
Yeah, that was a saving throw, not an attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I mean,
delete
they
the 2
only...
pit traps. Actually, that doesn't make sense because the hole's still there, even if.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only reacting to SAR, and
They've
also
only
around.
seen SAR. They have not seen
Right.
you. You are currently in an illusion.
And there is one more trap that could potentially hit. I'm just so torn whether to draw their
Technically
attention
2.
back away from it.
Because
Oh right,
there's
because
this one
this.
here.
What would, I mean, realistically, what benefit would you staying hidden now give?
Well, I was going to ask actually. Hunter's Mark has a verbal only if I could whisper it and get it cast this turn, and just give it one more turn. It's something I would consider. But I definitely don't. You know, I don't know.
You could
I'm so
you
torn.
could hold action for something happening.
I mean, potentially, sure.
But
I
that
should
could
join
allow
you.
you to.
I'm just not
stay hidden
sure
until-
what the benefit of waiting would be. Because there's no trap, like, near you that they would have to, like, be lured away from or something.
Well,
know?
I mean, if everybody else that hasn't hit that 14 turns and focuses on me, then the 14 is, you know what I mean? There are 2 more traps down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of do want them to get deeper in there.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I mean,
That's where everybody else is. If suddenly I'm
like-
being attacked and everybody else is 60 feet away.
yeah, I think probably, trying to... Holding an action would probably be the best bet in that context.
Right.
But you don't really... Realistically, you don't really have the capability of whispering a spell and having any expectation of it not being heard by a guy 10 feet away from you.
Let me ask you, can I combine something like, can I stealthily get up and attack this guy? Like, kind of, move over here. Can I stealthily move out of sight of the rest of the people to some fashion? Then shoot that guy so that the other people aren't necessarily triggered by my...
The way that you are currently stealthed is you are currently hidden by an illusion.
Correct.
The moment
as
you
I
move...
Step out of it, right.
You don't drop the illusion. You're stepping
Right.
out of the illusion, right?
Exactly.
So, from their perspective, that illusion is still there. You're on the other side of it, unseen.
So...
That doesn't mean they won't hear whatever you do. That just means they can't see you because you're on the other side of an illusion until
Actually,
you
yeah,
drop the
yeah, no,
illusion or it ends.
That's a great point. If I shoot my arrow, the illusion won't disappear.
Yeah,
Is what you're
but
saying, basically.
but unless I'm mistaken, that has a duration, and you have to keep re-upping. Is it every minute?
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Yeah,
So-
and I would say, I don't know, roll me a d6 or a d10, excuse me. Just slash roll
A D10?
1d10. Yeah, and this will be how many rounds are left on your illusion. Oh wow, you recast it just as they got to you guys.
Right. Gotcha.
So even if you even if you shoot through the illusion, you step out of the illusion itself will remain.
Right. Okay. That changes things slightly. I feel like I'm going to hope that I can shoot, for instance, this person, and nobody else is going to see it. They might see and hear it or whatever, and he might know because he's going to see himself get. He's probably going to know I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'll risk that, but I'm going to hope that nobody else sees it. So here's my plan. I'm going to let loose shooting him. My bonus action is going to have the Drake reveal itself as well, because I feel like that's the best bet.
Sure.
I'll think about that. In fact, I have the luxury of seeing what happens, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot that guy. Where's mine?
Sure. You do have advantage because you're currently unseen, but it would be on the first attack. Because I believe
Here's
you
a
have extra
question.
attack, yeah.
Would I know, and what would the answer be? If the Drake infuses this arrow shot, does that expose him?
I don't see why it would, no.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and activate that, and I'll roll with that when I shoot.
Okay.
Enhanced. No, that's for the piercer, so it's just going to be. Sorry, just take me a second. Okay.
A 17 will hit, yeah.
Okay.
Give me half a second. There's apparently a thing I forgot to put in. Because of course there is. Sorry, stream. I didn't mean to reveal my entire desktop to you. There's always something. 11 total damage, yeah.
Yes, and I think that's cake. It's built in, right? The whole.
Everything except the enhanced. From your Drake.
Oh, the enhance is built into the worm fang. Okay, so what do I roll? Hold on, sorry.
You're fine.
At least it is actually doing dex as the.
Oh yeah, at least it didn't get changed back because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to check that too. I had to eat right before we went.
It's all good.
So infused strikes 1d6. Okay, there we go. 6, 7, an extra 2.
Also, they who are moved by flames, they get referred to that as once in the notes, and beyond that, they are just going to be twamp from then on out.
And I just remembered, so the next shot won't be infused, but I get to attack twice a turn. So I'm going.
Yeah, here's the question for you. That's fire, right? You infused with fire?
Yeah, yes, but
because your Drake's still flame. Yeah.
Yes. That is correct.
Okie dokie. Yeah, they're going to use their reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke on you. Give me a dexterity save.
26 and 20. So.
Okay, you're going to half this damage, which you're going to be happy about, because it's a 5th level Hellish Rebuke. So you take half, which is 14. Yeah, you take 14 fire damage as this like streak of fire just erupts out at you. Right. And so if they didn't know where you were before, they do now.
The illusion is smoking.
Right?
Yeah.
The rest of them, on the other hand, probably don't really know.
Okay. Am I cleared to shoot again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
They only got one reaction.
Let's go. Yeah.
Nice.
And nice. Is that correct? I didn't. Yeah.
That looks correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. Yeah.
Nice.
I am not gonna move. I'm gonna stick
That's
right where I'm
fair.
at. And man, now I'm torn on whether or not to sick my fire drake on that flaming guy or to.
Well,
And I mean, as soon as the drake exposes, they're gonna see him. So I'm gonna hedge my bets, and I'm gonna have the drake basically surprise attack. That's the woman in the robes, right?
yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Dealt with in the past. So the drake's gonna come up and in fact just gonna go right there and attack, bite her as soon as I can. Where's the bite? Okay. Ooh. 22.
That'll hit.
And is it? So 5 piercing. And I think that's the Drake. I think that's all the Drake can do.
Fantastic. Alrighty, as the legendary action, they are going to so I'm going to call it disadvantage to hit you because you're still inside the illusion because you didn't step out of it. So they are going to use all 3 of their Eldritch blasts, blazing blasts. 2 against you, 1 against the Drake. Because they don't know the Drake's immune to fire right now, right? So first we'll do the Drake one. Well, that's a hit, but, it's all fire damage, so...
Right.
It doesn't even matter.
What was it going to be, though, Dex or Con?
Neither, it's an attack roll.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, disadvantage attack roll against the Corwin hiding in the illusion. 17. I don't think you have your shield on.
Yeah, I don't, so that would hit me.
All right, 13. Hold on. Is it actually 8 plus 5? Yeah, so you take 13 fire damage right now.
Right.
At the start of your turn, you'll take 4 more fire damage, which might increase by... Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
All right, so you take 13 fire, and at the start of your next turn, you'll take 4 more. Thank you for 1. So that was all 3 of their legendary actions. So that's nice.
I'm gonna die, guys.
Helena, it's your turn. What would you like to do? You're a little bit down south, but yeah. That's you, Liz. What you doing?
You're muted. Oh.
Sorry, I just realized. I'm trying to decide. Can't really do much without letting them see me, other than like whisper behind them.
That's probably true. Yeah.
3 of us that are already visible. I think the sort of stealth moment has kind of passed a bit.
Okay.
But because it'll be your first attack, if you do a ranged attack, you'll have advantage and sneak attack because it'll be a surprise. Boo!
But it's still surprising them if I have to walk out.
Yeah, because I mean, just how quickly it happens, right? Because it's like a 6-second turn. You step out, you shoot them, bam. So it's still a surprise, yeah. What you using?
The bow.
Fair enough. All right, so you do have advantage on this attack, and you will get your sneak attack. And who are you shooting? The guy up front? One of the guys behind?
I just wanted to check. It's supposed to be dexterity, right?
For the bow? Yeah.
Okay. It didn't change.
Yay! I don't know why it was changing for you guys for like a month.
I think I'm gonna go for I think maybe the gold guy.
Sure. The guy that got dragged out of the hole and then healed. That'll definitely hit. Make sure your sneak attack is on and hit it. Oh, we'll take the first number. 22 damage.
Nice.
Hot dang. Pain! You hit him and you hit him hard. It was half your movement to step out. Do you want to step back in? It won't necessarily let you stealth. I mean, you can use a bonus action to stealth once you're out of sight because you're a rogue. Fancy. If you want to.
Peekaboo.
Yeah. Because you were here, it was half your movement to get back, bonus action stealth, if you wanted to.
How do I do that with the bonus action?
So bonus action stealth just allows you to hide as a bonus action instead of an action. But you have to not
and
be
then
directly in the line of sight, so that's why you gotta step back first.
And then I can come out and go, whoa, I'm here again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
It's basically the idea of they completely lose sight of you. Right. And they're not sure, are you still there? Did you go over there? Don't know. Roll stealth. Let's find out if it worked.
Let me click.
Oh, yeah. You're pretty sure they have no idea where you are. All right, next up is this this guy who's currently in a significant amount of pain. I think... Oh, my gosh. I think he's just going to charge... like, while he would like to charge where the person who shot him was, he doesn't know where they are. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt, even though there's not much of a chance he's going to know where you went. Let's roll it. No idea. So he's just like got an arrow like sunk halfway through his chest. Doesn't know where you are. He's going to go hit the Drake instead. And miss. Good job, sir. You've done well. All right, we're back around to Itella.
First question is are my cohorts within 60 feet of me? I see 2 of them, but
Corwin
no.
and the Drake are more than 60 feet away.
Yeah, but
Could easily change that, of course.
I mean, you do have 30 feet of movement.
I'm not moving.
Well, currently you're behind a tree, so you technically can't see anyone except Helena. You're kind of aware of their presence, but you can't see them.
So would I have to step out to hit?
I mean,
one they just pulled out of the
hole? Yeah, you'd have to step out to see them, to hit them. The majority of spells, anyways.
Yeah,
and certainly your attack rolls.
I am trying to decide between wasp missile. Wow, I can talk.
Again.
And caustic rally.
I mean, either or, you're gonna have to step out to be able to like see your allies to cast caustic rally.
Right, but the thing is, I think it would do Corwin and Helena the most good, and Corwin's so far away.
Yeah, but you do have 30 feet of movement, so you can move up to 30 feet before doing it.
And that would get him within range?
Yeah.
If you move like right in front of Sar, or beside Sar,
yeah,
then
okay.
Yeah.
Then that's what I will do, and I will do caustic rally.
Okay.
So let me
pop that into chat. Yeah, hit it so it pops into chat.
Why is it there? Oh, that's why. There. So you guys have extra to hit with, or
yeah. So that is a mistake written in it. It's just on the next attack. Like, I'm not sure. Just roll with it. But yeah. So 4 creatures your choice. You are picking whom?
My 3 team members. Well, myself, I guess, as well. Then, yeah, it's 4.
Additionally. Oh no, okay, that it is until the end of your next turn, so that's just 2d6 additional damage. You're picking poison or acid?
Acid.
All right.
Because I want them to suffer.
So they can make a single attack within the range of their currently equipped weapon.
Right. Immediately? Now?
Yeah, immediately. I do have, like, terrible news for you.
Sar's holding a sickle.
Literally no one except the Drake and Corwin could do this, so you'd have to target the Drake and Corwin. Anybody else you targeted with it would get the bonus damage, but could not make an attack immediately, because it's with their currently equipped weapon. And none of you guys have ranged weapons except Helena, who's behind a wall of wood, trees, and stuff. So you can still do it. It's just they wouldn't get their immediate attack. Only Corwin and the Drake could.
Right, but I could tell Helena that it was done, right?
I mean, I think Helena would be aware.
So yeah.
And the way the effect of the spell works, Helena would be aware.
So yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Sar
let's
could
do
move
that.
forward and attack and benefit from it technically, right?
No.
Oh no, right, no, because it's not immediate. Never mind.
Yeah, it has to you immediately get an attack at a target within range. It doesn't let you
Right.
move first.
Well, Helena doesn't even have line on anybody.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. The only people who currently get the extra attack right now are Corwin and the Drake. So if that's what you want to do, Corwin
I
and the
throw
Drake
my
get an attack.
moonsicle away. Improvised weapon attack.
Yeah. So I think that's partially my confusion because I was thinking of a totally different ability when I was like, wait, it's only the next attack. That's the cantrip thing. That's for yourself only. Which is a totally different spell. But yes, so Corwin. Attack. You get your attack within the creature within the range of your currently equipped weapon.
That I can choose? Or just, I mean, I'm just gonna shoot somebody, right?
Yeah, you get to pick someone to shoot. Yeah, exactly.
I think I would just shoot the same guy again. So that guy up there.
Fair enough.
25.
Hit. Damage roll twice.
Yeah, I don't
Take
know
the
why.
first
I didn't
number.
double hit it. So yeah, just the first.
I know that happens if you accidentally have two things open at once. Two roll 20s.
Yeah, I don't think I do. I don't know. Maybe I double.
And then roll 2d6 for the extra acid damage. Nice.
Roll 20 is just a little laggy for me, actually. Like when I type specifically.
Double check. Yeah, acid. Okay.
So I just did 27 damage.
Nice. Drake.
I was actually gonna say maybe I should just infuse that because it's come back around. Or does he not? No, it hasn't come back around, so he can't do it. Never mind. Okay. So
No, it has because your Drake goes after you and gets the reaction back on his turn.
Which is why I was gonna say he can apply it to Corwin,
Yes, he can if that's what you want to do.
and I was. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So how about another 3 on the dagger?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Drake's gonna bite.
But I will tell you, he took. He would have taken fire damage, so he can. He gets to move. Moved by flames.
Oh no. Dribbly, what did you do?
Source,
It's all Dribbly's fault.
I believe it's 10 feet, right? Up to their movement plus 10 feet. Oh no, he's now just. So they are now just looming over your little illusion.
Okay.
But that's it. They just move.
Gotcha.
And Dribbly's
Dribbly
bite attack
gets a
hits.
nibble. I was gonna attack him.
A little dribble nibble.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm not a fan of that sentence.
I mean, if. Well, I guess I can direct him. Otherwise, he'd be attacking her, who he was already attacking. But he just got hit by. No, he didn't get hit.
No, that was miss. You could direct him, but also.
I was initially thinking I was going to attack this guy, so I should just do that.
The gold guy?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
should just do that.
That's a
So,
hit.
4.
Fabulous.
he
You
wa-
killed him.
Oh.
That's all he had left was 4 hit points. Well, I mean, he did fall in a hole, get pulled out, get healed, got hit by a sneak attack. Like, he's not having a good day. And now he's dead.
Yeah,
So, a very
yeah.
not good day.
He really fell for our ambush.
Yeah, really.
Actually, I mean, the whole ambush is going great, really. So far. And I guess that's, Itella's turn still, or
I tell you have 10 feet of movement left and a bonus action if there was something else you wanted to do.
So, is this the one that was injured?
Just now or in general?
It fell in the hole.
No. That guy just died.
They did fall in a hole, not the first hole, the second hole.
Yeah, they fell in the
Oh,
second
that guy
hole.
just. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
we beat him once too, but he got away. We fought him back.
Well, you fought someone who looked like him. An illusion of someone who looked like him, who isn't necessarily the same person.
right.
Just, armor, giant flail that's on fire, referred to as Inquisitor, maybe the same guy, maybe not, who knows.
I am going to move up one.
5 feet and... or the 10 feet, yeah. And end your turn?
Do I can't smack him, can I?
No, you used your action and you're not in range anyways.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, then I am done.
Sweet. Fantastic.
Let's just skip this next guy's turn.
Well...
Let's take a vote.
Got to
I'm
love it when
trying
you
to
see
remember.
the DM measuring the distance to your character.
I'm trying to remember. So, first round, they used all of their... Wait, is this the second round? Or the third round?
This,
Oh, God.
they have had one... Oh, no, they have had, one turn. No, 2 turns.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Well, no, they had
one
legendary
turn
actions.
and one, and then they used their legendary action, and this is the first time since their
Okay,
first
thank you.
turn.
Thank you
this
for the
is the
clarification.
second turn.
Yeah, so this is the start of
Yeah,
the second turn order with Itella.
Correct.
So they don't have the
Yes.
legendary actions. They will get those back now. For better or for worse, rather than actually attacking you, they're going to move this direction.
Nothing to
And
see here.
unless you wanted to attack at disadvantage with your bow, you can't. You can't get unless you have a special feat. I don't think you can get attacks opportunity with a bow. So they just like walk up to your illusion, look down at you, and then just walk to the left. It's like, just a tree,
He's still falling for it.
right? Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. So they move this way. It's a hard decision. Yeah, I think they went here. Like that. All right. Let's do 1, 2, 3. This one's going for Corwin. Still at disadvantage. 15.
Miss.
All right. Second one for Corwin.
No, that hurts.
All right, and now that they've fully realized you're in there, so you take 7 fire damage, and then 3 at the start of your next turn, and
7 at the start of my next turn.
you are knocked back 10 feet. So
Okay,
you're
how
now
much?
out of your illusion.
And I just took 7. But on my next turn, it's going to be 7 more, right? Because it was 4 from the last Blazing Blast.
Yeah, from the legendary action. That is correct. Yeah, and you're knocked back 10 feet, which will put you diagonally... You can only move 5, because then you just hit a tree. So
Right.
you're right there, but you're just knocked out of your illusion.
Okay.
And the last one is going straight for, I think it's going for Sar.
Okay.
Which is normal. Bam. Oh, hello.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Lego.
All right. 12 fire, and 3 fire at the start of your next turn. And they are going to use their rechargeable reaction, Eagerness of Flame. A ball of fire erupts from the palm of their hand and trails down this beam of flame. A fireball erupts in your space, Sar.
Oh no.
Or bonus action, not reaction. So dex save for Itella, Sar, and Helena
Oh no.
for against 36 fire damage on a failure or half on a success.
Oh.
Okay, Itella succeeds.
Hold on. Either way,
Well, you do have your
going to be,
reaction if that helps.
yeah, reaction. Okay,
Succeed or
hold
fail.
on.
Ah! Just hide behind the little absorb flame barrier. Or absorb elements barrier. Oh, you rolled
Oh, that-
initiative, mothership?
Yeah, that's an initiative.
Whoops, you're supposed to roll a dex save.
If the bonus is the same.
And yeah, there's no point in me increasing its level.
Yeah,
And
I think it would be fair to say that we'll just take the first number because the bonus is exactly the same, which is just going to half your damage, mothership.
oh no.
20. Okay, let's see. So yeah, 36. Sorry, you take 18.
That gets me down to exactly 0.
Ooh. Itella, you take 18. And Helena, you failed, so you take 18. Because you're resistant to fire. Because you're tiefling. Yeah.
So that's good.
And that is the end of their turn. Sar, hello. So
Death
before
save. Yay, let's
before you
go.
make your death save,
Oh.
you like hear this rumble in your mind. How does that feel, I wonder? If you ever decide you need a hand, let me know. All it'll take is a little bit of feeling. The thought fades from your unconscious form. You can make a death save.
Right. Here we go.
Nice.
Yeah!
as this thing is talking in your mind, your eyes snap open, and you're like, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one. 1 hit point. But you
man.
are on your butt.
What a
Oh,
roller
yeah.
coaster. Ooh.
I think that's my first ever nat 20 on a death save.
Love to see it. Oh, but that does mean
Second
all of
session in a
them.
row, I've seen it. It never happened to me.
4 points. Yeah, and I'm just getting little tiny bits of hit points back whenever you guys take fire damage. Probably not good, but it is your turn, Sar. You wake up at the start of your turn. You, if you want, use half your movement to stand up, and then you got your full turn ahead of you.
Oh, at this. Okay, fabulous.
Yeah,
which
death
case,
saves your start of turn.
Excellent.
And you still
which
have your
case-
absorb elements effect if that ends up being a thing you can utilize.
I mean, it only lasts until the start of my turn, so it's already gone as well.
Well, no, because
I'm
on
just-
your next attack roll, you get an extra d6 of fire damage. If
Oh,
you did
sure.
that.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly, that's
Not
Sar's
why you
going to
use it.
stand up and just immediately, okay, start glowing with going into the chalice form.
Oh, cheers.
Yes. Which again is not one. I've still not got around to arting it up, so it's just going to be
You took my chalice.
dragon form.
Oh.
Aesthetically. Yes.
Yeah. Are you gonna do the chestnut heal yourself, heal somebody else?
Oh yeah. No, actually, it's not even going to be someone else. It's going to be all me.
This is for me.
Uh,
This healing was
oh.
made for me.
yes. And in fact, I'm going to cure wounds at third level on myself.
Fabulous.
Plus 17.
Ooh, beautiful. Does that change who the rest of it goes to, or is it still you?
Still me. No. In particular,
honestly
it's like I
fair.
can't even actually like the only other person would be Corwin, who I can't even really see with the line of sights here. And
Fair.
it's 1d4 plus whiz. Oh, I've got a button for it. Where have you gone? Plus another 6. And then stand up and 15 foot. Ooh, nope, go back.
You're just like,
yeah.
It was kind of great, actually.
To over there. And yeah, that's my turn. Come back from the dead, heal myself, run away a bit.
Yeah, so I think you run away and you look back towards the person who just hit you with this beam and then a fireball, and they sort of squint at you. And as your turn comes to an end, they're going to use all 3 of their legendary actions. An explosion of flame appears around them, and they vanish, and they immediately reappear right here. Nobody was next to them, but upon their arrival, I tell her, you need to give me a dexterity save. As this eruption of flame appears from around them when they appear in this location. Erupts from around them when they appear in this location. Yeah, that. Words are hard. Yeah, so I tell her, dex save. $19 or half on a success. So you will take half damage. So to teleport 60 feet, that was all of their legendary actions. You take 12 fire damage, Itella. This flaming Warforged appears to be bearing down and is glaring at Sar at the moment. For some reason. Maybe I killed you and you got back up and I'm not happy about it. Who knows? But that was all of their legendary actions for this round. The Stoker's turn. And they... Well, actually, all the adherents are dead. I can close this one. Yay! Stoker is... This is this version. I think... Yeah, they're going to reach out and touch a Drake. $26. Definitely hits the Drake. But this is the first time they've immediately made contact and they realize this thing's immune to fire. Yeah, so that's information for them. And I think they probably shout something to the effect of this one blasphemes against the flames. That's the end of their turn. It is the Inquisitor's turn, who's no longer metal heated.
Yes, that's correct.
Steps up. I believe you have your shield because you had your shillelagh at the ready and cast on your staff, so you are shielded up. But the Inquisitor has arrived and they're schmacking at you. They had been going after Sar, but now there are people in the way.
I see. Well.
Normal attack. First attack against Itella. Oop, I missed. 23.
That does not miss.
15 in total. Unless you're resistant to fire, but I don't think you are. Second attack.
Wait, I got math. Wait. I don't like this.
Alrighty. And second attack was 13 in total.
That would miss.
No, 13 damage at 21 to hit. Does 21 hit you?
Huh.
You know, that's a fair reaction.
I can't even do what I planned. Now, come on.
Okay.
I finally plan ahead.
So that hits you and you drop, right?
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
They will so step over your body and continue moving towards Sar, which is about there. At this point, just like dragging this flaming flail on the ground behind them, just glaring at Sar. For some reason, they seem to be convinced you're the one that made them fall in the hole.
Actually, yeah. So I am shining right now as well.
No, that's
Aura. Here we go.
probably doesn't help.
Yeah.
In terms
Run
of
away.
target on their back. Yeah. By the way, what? What's the...
As I go down, I'm going to say, I am not the blasphemer, you are.
Fair.
Okay, sorry.
And I think as you like fall into unconsciousness, you feel like the anger and the rage of this like primal magic wall.
Mm-hmm.
It almost like feels like it's filling you up. But you're currently unconscious, so Corwin, it's your turn.
All right. I'm thinking what I'd like to do is essentially I'm going to try to cast this healing spirit. I'm going to use my bonus to cast that and then move to where I cast it. So
Okay.
I'm thinking I'm going to cast it here.
Healing spirit.
And then move to it. So, and from what I'm reading, it's basically when you share its space. So
Okay.
you have to be where it's cast.
Sure.
So I've cast it right where I've moved to. So bonus action cast it. Movement, I think it's
Into
20
the
feet.
spirit space for the first time. So you just have to move through it. You don't have to stay in it or anything.
Right.
If that helps.
Right. Well, as soon as I do that, well, actually, I take 7 damage before any of that happens.
Yeah.
So,
You take 7 damage, then you move through
There.
it, which heals you.
and then cast the healing spirit, move to it, and then use that to get 1d6 healing.
And I was
So-
hoping for a neat little token, but I don't got one.
So I gain 5 back.
We'll just use this. A little circle.
Mm-hmm. That's how exactly I was picturing it, actually. Yeah, just like a golden kind of healing spirit. Okay, and then I still have my action at this point. Can okay, what I wanted to do was drop my bow
Uh-huh.
at the start of that, get here, do everything I've done,
Sure.
pull out my shield and rapier if I can, but I'm not going to attack. I wanted to also cast a spell. Can I only cast a spell and not get my shield out?
You can only cast one leveled spell on a turn. And that was the healing that you just did.
Well, that was a bonus action.
It doesn't
Bonus
matter.
bonus
It's
bonus.
one per turn. One leveled spell per turn.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'm going to get my shield and rapier out, and can I attack with the action? Or can I get both the shield and the rapier out and attack, and that's my action? Or can I just...
So you get one free item interaction. You could draw your rapier or your shield, not both.
Gotcha. Decisions. I guess I'm going to go ahead and attack her, so I'm going to pull out the worm fang.
Sure.
Let me check some check boxes here.
Yeah, because you don't have the augment from your pet right now, from your
Right.
Drake. So it's just the normal +1 bonus and not the
Right.
extra damage.
It is flanking though.
It
Yeah,
is
it's not
flanking, so you do have advantage. So
Right, that's why I went there.
genius on that front.
Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so I think, yeah, piercer and everything's checked right. So, yeah, so I'm going to attack her now, and maybe, I don't know. I can't
Advantage
remember.
because you're flanking.
Oh, well, let me do it one more time.
There we go.
That'll hit.
Okay. That seems wrong. Did I just roll the lowest? I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
1
nat
plus
one.
3 plus 1. Yeah, that'll do it. 5. That is the lowest indeed.
And I get to do that again, right?
Yeah, you got
I
an
guess-
extra attack. Just
Exactly.
check mark the advantage thing at the top.
Gotcha.
I guess it's
I'll
not a
get it
check
right
mark,
this
but you
time.
get it. That's a hit.
Alright.
That is a hit against the robed individual.
Nine.
9's better.
And Dribbly can't infuse any of that.
Yeah, it's not been Dribbly's turn, so Dribbly doesn't have reaction back.
Gotcha. Right. Okay. So that's... I've moved, I've done... Yeah, so that's Corwin.
Dribbly's
Now
go.
Dribbly is going to
Yeah.
stay right where he is, and he's going to bite with
Chomp.
advantage.
Chomp chomp.
21.
That'll hit.
And he'll infuse this himself. So 4 or 1d6.
Oops.
6
Ooh.
fire.
Nice.
That is as effective as you've been told it would be.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Doesn't affect you. Sorry. But it might affect Sar in a second here.
Oh no.
We'll see when the time comes. I believe that's it for Corwin, though.
Yes. And Dribbly.
Oh no, out of character, I probably know what that's going to be about.
Helena, it's your go. This menacing figure is bearing down on Sar, who's glowing and like, don't hit me. I imagine.
Yeah.
Can I definitely see them?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
definitely see him.
Does that mean he can see me?
I'm gonna go with no. He has a terrible passive perception, and you rolled a 21 on that stealth check. And he's not actively looking for you. He cannot see you. You would have advantage on the attack and get your sneak attack if you attack him.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, get him. Yeah, that's a hit. 20 with sneak attack. Ooh. 20 damage. Nice. Very nice. You want to move at all? Or you're just going to hang out where you are?
I think I'm gonna stick here for right now.
Fair enough. All right. As your turn comes to an end, Itella, it's your turn. You feel this wrath of nature, like threatening to well up through you, like your mind is going to explode. Do you allow the emotions to flow forth, or do you resist them?
I felt like that a lot in high school.
Lovely. Yeah, what do you want to do, Itella?
I'm going to allow it to come through.
Oh, fabulous. So, rather than making a death save, your eyes snap open and you transform into a hulking ant wreathed in stone, which apparently isn't showing up. Hold on. Cancel. Oh, God. Bye, Itella. You'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
I literally just did this like 2 seconds ago, and it's like, no, we're not gonna. It's not gonna
Into
do
a
that.
hulking out, wreathed in stone on a different plane of existence.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Nope. Come on. Let's go. Bam. I genuinely don't remember if it's huge or medium, or large or medium. Let's find out. So that should be on your sheet. It is medium. Mm-hmm. So you turn into the Wrath of Earth giant ant.
Yeah.
And you have temporary hit points. So you are resistant to all damage, and you are immune to non-magical bludgeoning damage. But you also get temporary hit points, but I don't remember how many. Do you have it written there? Wrath of Nature.
Not seeing it.
Temporary hit points equal to your level. What level are you? 5.
Thank you. I just closed that sheet.
But as a giant ant, you have 32 hit points. So that'll be the red to the left, and the blue will be your 5 temporary hit points on your if you click on your token. But you stand like as you're transforming, you stand up, and now you are this ant wreathed in stone next to this this guy who wasn't paying attention to you until you turn into a giant ant, and now he's looking at you. Now they are looking at you.
They're probably all looking at me, and can I bite him?
Yeah, you. So on there it should say your attacks and everything.
Yeah.
Chomp into them. What the? Oh, because I removed your token, it removed you from initiative. That's a miss. You should have another attack though.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It should say specifically what they are though, like bite, sting, or something.
Yeah. But don't I have to succeed at a bite to do this thing?
Potentially. Let's see.
Yeah.
1 bite and 1 sting. Yeah, he's not incapacitated or restrained, so you can't sting him.
Right.
But you only get 1 bite, so it doesn't matter anyways.
Okay.
But hey, you got hit points. You're alive, and you're a giant ant.
I'm impressed, everybody.
You're up. You got hit points.
Yeah.
They who are moved by flames is now standing next to a giant ant wreathed in stone, and is like, "What the hell have I gotten myself into?" All right. Let's see if this recharges. It does not. So they are going to. Where are you? I think kind of just like instinctively they're going to be like, oh shit, and like whip their hand out, and this sword wreathed in flame just appears in their hand, and they're going to swing it down on you, Itella. 22.
Yeah.
2 slashing and 8 fire, all of which you are resistant to. So you take 5 damage to your temporary hit points, which are now 0. There go your temporary hit points. And then they are going to step back, which gives you an attack of opportunity if you'd like to take it. You can try and bite him again.
Oh, yeah.
A 12 would be a miss, but I'm starting to wonder if that is correct on your sheet. So give me 2 seconds to double check. It should be 1 higher than your King Bee, for example. I mean, it would still miss, but it is 1 higher. It's +6 instead of +5. So I'll fix that, but it is a miss as they step backward, away from you.
Okay.
Okay, that's fixed. So they step 5 feet back. How does the snare work, if you can remind me real quick, Scott? They have to be in that space, right? It's not adjacent to it or anything? Oh, you popped it in chat. Or,
You're
yeah,
muted.
there it is.
Oh, yes, sorry, there we go. And yes, it
Into the
is,
area,
yeah.
And then they're going to step in this into this aura. And I think this is the moment you guys notice that they who are moved by flame is distinctly different than their friends. As they step into the aura, the flames emanating that you guys probably hadn't noticed with everything else going on from this guy actually cause the damage that they who are moved by flames have suffered to start to like heal up a little bit. And then yeah, allows them to move further forward, and now they are here. All right, that's it for them. Sar, it's your turn, and at the start of your turn, you are within 10 feet, so you take 2 fire damage. That's what the aura is.
Yeah.
Which I think it's
Okay.
not even like literal flames. It's just really hot close to them, you know.
Yeah. It's not what I was thinking, but that's not to say that what I was thinking won't end up happening anyway.
You never know. What would you like to do?
Okay, so
You got them right where you want 'em.
no, that's just one thing. I'll control flames and put out all their fire. The end.
Squelch.
I think that specifically targets non-magical fire.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm gonna step out that aura.
Yeah, just take a step back.
Yeah, by just 10 feet at first, but then I'll cast. Yeah, guiding bolt because it's about time.
Which one?
I'm going to cast it on the one with the hot aura.
Fair enough.
The hot one.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, let's miss.
Mm.
You just crater the ground next to them.
Yeah. And okay, yep. And I'm gonna back up by the other 20.
Fair enough.
Don't forget our inspiration, Zero.
Oh yes, good point.
Well, you've done a thing since then, but thanks for the shout out because
Yeah.
we all forget. But I believe that's it for Sar, so it's the Stoker's turn. The Stoker's kind of in a less than stellar place as they're next to a thing immune to fire, which they don't like, and also Corwin.
Everybody likes Corwin.
Don't think there's much they can do.
They can die.
They can just give up and go home. Nobody's stopping them.
Fabulous.
Just cut it out. Leave what you took originally. Call it even.
There it is. Yeah, they're gonna whirl around and go after Corwin instead. 18. Your shield's
Makes
not
sense.
on yet,
That is correct.
so I believe that's a hit.
Yes. If that's 19 damage, I'm down.
That's 9 fire immediately and 10 fire at the start of your next turn if you fail a DC 16 Constitution save.
That con saves next turn or right now?
Right now.
Okay.
You're making the
So
Constitution save right now to see if you take the damage at the start of your turn.
Gotcha.
So 9 immediately and then con save.
Gotcha. I took the 9 and come on, guys, give me.
You got it. Oh.
I mean, I gotta use my inspiration to try to do that again. Because otherwise, everything's falling apart. The spirit's gonna disappear. It's a concentration spell.
Everything's already fallen apart. Which
Let's try that
technically
one more time.
technically means you have to make a concentration check on it, but we'll get to that after this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so re-rolling with your inspiration.
Oh, never mind. Well, it was meant to be.
Yeah, you. So at the start of your next turn, you will take 10 fire damage. And they are going to use their bonus action to give themselves temporary hit points based on the damage they just dealt. Somebody save me! This action will grant temporary hit points. Divide as evenly as possible in the creatures with 60 of them. So, yeah, so all 3 of them get 3 temporary hit points. That's not too many. Alright, it's the Inquisitor's turn. He's going to move forward. Alright, Sar. At first you're like, I lucked out. At first you're like, I lucked out. He can't get to me. And then thrusts the offhand forward, and golden flame erupts from their hands. And because they didn't get to make their attacks, the golden flame also erupts toward another creature, which is going to be Helena. So both of you needed to make a dex save.
I'm gonna have to do this, I think. At a higher level. No, I've got one. Oh, yeah, I've got one. I'm gonna absorb elements again. Last time at that level.
Nice.
And dex save.
Dex save indeed.
That's
All
more
right.
like it.
You both succeed, so both. So Sar, you will take 4 damage. Halved is 2. Helena, you succeeded, so you'll take 4. Halved is 2. So you both take 2 fire damage. Fabulous. And I believe so. That is the end of his turn. Yeah, so guys, so they got their legendary actions back, so they're going to. What's the range on this bad boy? No, everybody's too far away. They're not happy about that. So instead, all 3 legendary actions for a blazing blast against. First one's against Itella. I don't think a 15 hits you. You are muted.
I don't know because it looks like the AC on the ant is 14.
The AC on the ant is 14. Is that correct? No, I'm gonna have to open it and find out. Sorry. That might actually be correct, yeah. Yeah, there's no 2 ways about it. I gotta double check. Hold on. Sorry, friends. So it's +2 to whatever the base giant ant has. 15. Still a hit, but you're supposed to have 15, not 14. You take 11 fire, which you have because you're resistant to all damage. And that should be the little red circle on your token. So you don't have any of the temporary hit points anymore, so it's just the red circle. And at the start of your next turn, you will take 2 more fire damage. Second attack is going against Helena. 26. Yeah, you didn't hide again after your last attack, sorry. So 26 to hit Helena, which means so you half that because you're resistant to fire. You take 7 fire and then 1 fire at the start of your next turn. And last one against Sar. And I don't think they see the point in knocking any of you back. Oh, that's a hit too.
It is.
For 14 fire. Oh, you're resistant because you did absorb elements, so 7 fire, and then 1 more fire at the start of your next turn. Everybody's up and down. I think this guy is... No, because it has to be 60 feet from the target, so this guy only heals 2 instead of 3. Okay. Alright, Helena, it's your turn.
So I just die, because it wasn't my turn in there. I go after the.
Yeah, it skipped over Corwin for some reason.
Yeah, it just straight up skipped you. Oh, right, because okay, no, you're fine. It's your turn.
Because of the legendary action turn, confused things.
Right.
Because that was after the guy's turn. So it's Corwin's turn.
I am gonna die.
You take the damage.
Yeah.
You drop to 0.
Right, and I had the spirit. If the spirit, I was gonna say if anybody could have gotten me to like 6 hit points, the spirit might have, I might have.
It wouldn't
been
have
able to
mattered because
go.
you failed the concentration, or you forgot to make the concentration.
Right. But as you say, it doesn't matter.
Well, depending,
I'm
because
getting
how much does the spirit heal for? Is it
1d6.
1d6? Yeah,
It's
it
not
wouldn't have
enough.
mattered.
That's
You'd have
why I was
dropped to
saying
0, and then yeah, you drop to 0 at the start of your
Yeah.
turn. You immediately
Right.
make a death save. No, I suppose you wouldn't, right? But it is the Drake.
Yeah.
It is the Drake's turn. Then you just basically lose your turn.
Yeah, I mean that's
That sucks.
And I started to say last turn, like when I realized if somebody could heal me but then like Corwin can't say that, so.
I don't even think anybody could have at the time.
Right.
Yeah. I think at the time Saul was down even.
Yeah, it was such a
yeah.
distance, and it just wouldn't have worked.
I mean,
but
I don't
it is
know,
the
maybe
Drake's
it's a
go.
healing ant.
It's the Drake's go.
Yeah. I mean, he's just gonna keep doing what he was doing, so he's biting.
Yeah, no more advantage though.
Gotcha. 16, I think that hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
3 and
Drops that.
and 4 fire.
Nice.
I mean, does it seem like the fire's not doing anything?
I will reiterate on this one in particular. The fire is as effective as you were told it would be. Very.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I heard it like
Like there's a distinction between the individuals, right? This one,
Right.
fireworking is working great on. The flaming
Right.
warforged person, not so much.
Gotcha.
But that's the end of the Drake. So it's Helena's go. We're already back around to you. Now you got this guy who hit you last time, or you got this other guy who also hit you last time. What do you want to do?
What was the first guy you said? I was putting my health down.
This guy hit you down here, and this other guy hit you. This is the guy you've been working on, if that's any consolation, or if that helps you like decide.
Well, I was trying to get him because he keeps chasing Sar.
Yeah. This is very menacing. Yeah, but because nobody's within 5 feet of him, you'd have to use your bonus action ability to try and get your sneak attack on him. Because after last time, he knows where you are because you didn't hide again.
I'll do that.
Yeah, use your bonus action thing. It's, I believe, your deception versus his insight. Which is...
Other way around.
Yeah, your insight versus his deception. That is correct. But he's not trained in that, so it'll just be pop. Right, you get your sneak attack. So just a normal d20, your normal attack roll, not at advantage is what I'm trying to say. And you get sneak attack. Roll it. I'm afraid that'll miss. It's pretty heavily armored. You want to move at all? Or are you going to stay there?
I think I'm gonna stay here for now.
Fair enough. All right. After Helena is Itella.
Wow, that was a fast turnaround.
Yeah.
Okay. It's chompy time.
You want to charge forward at they who are moved by flames? This one right here.
Is he the one that backed up from me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Charge!
Where I'm going.
And then you get a bite.
Can't I just trample him?
You're roughly close to the same size.
I was just kidding. Okay.
That will hit that guy.
Finally.
Let's make a DC 12 strength save or become grappled. DC 12. Whoops.
Roll my damage.
It says right there, 7 piercing.
Oh,
Oh my god, of course.
oh, are you kidding me?
That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, no, I guess that's it for you. That sucks. What is the ant's strength? Is it +2 or is it +3? Is it
It
plus
is 1. +1.
Okay, so the damage bonus is already in there. Oof. Ant is definitely tankier than, damage dealer, right? More
Yeah,
tank than
very
DPS. But don't forget the other stuff the ant can do. It is their turn. And I think they're going to take the disadvantage Blazing Blast to try and knock you back. So the first one is a 16, I believe, hits you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you half all of that. So you'll take 3 now and 1 at the start of your next turn. You are knocked back 10 feet. And they will hit you again. That's a miss, but they don't have disadvantage anymore. And the last one against you is a 16, which is also a hit. For 7, and then 1 at the start of your next turn. So 7 more damage, and then at the start of your next turn, you'll take 2 more.
And then what starting next turn?
2 more fire damage.
So is that total?
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Alright, Sar. You take 2 fire
Okay.
damage, because you're within the aura.
Yeah. Okay. Zara is going to go around them and dash.
Run away!
Yeah. Behind the bug.
That's fair.
So, and...
So those are your action and your movement.
Yes. Pretty sure I don't really have any great bonus action things.
I don't think you have healing word set up. Or
No, I
prepared.
don't. I didn't prepare it. Oh, which is a bonus action as well. Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a potion of healing action actually for myself. A bonus action.
Bonus
sorry.
action for yourself, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna drink a greater healing potion,
Nice.
which is 44 plus 4, right?
Greater healing is, yes, 44 plus 4.
Oh my goodness! What?
Holy, wow. 9 hit points to you.
Well, it's something. It'll keep me alive one more turn, maybe.
I believe that's it for you, Sar.
Yeah.
So, the Stoker. Get back here. Where'd your sheet go? I don't think they have any clue that Corwin's still alive. Not with a 6. Well, and that's the worst thing about them. They have literally nothing that doesn't do fire damage, so they have no choice but to walk away from the Drake. Attack of opportunity. From the Drake, yeah.
Just not at advantage, right?
Nope.
13.
I don't think that hits that. Nope. 5. Gonna move. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, how's it going?
You know what? I could really do with something like vampiric touch right now.
You know, positive note, negative note. They're going to activate Wrathful Immolation, I think. So each of their turns for the next minute. 2 hit points. Yeah, so you were escaping one fire aura. You come up here. They walk over to you and literally light themselves on fire. You can't escape. I'm just setting it up so you can see the aura. Wow, that's weird how your aura deletes it. It's kind of funny. If only it
My
actually
light
worked
is
that.
too powerful.
Oh my god, if only it actually worked like that.
I am Gladriel.
Immediately in the start of each... So immediately, yeah. So I need you to give me a dexterity save, sire.
Okay, but I'm also at 2nd level. Because I've used up all my first levels. Going to absorb elements.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And dex save.
This is maximum hit points equal to... So 7 hit points.
No.
And they... Temporary hit points equal to 9. 9 temporary hit points. And you... If I can type right. Half this. Oh, it would have been max damage. So you take 4 fire damage instead of 9. But it is, you know, radiant, like, golden fire from them, as opposed to the just regular fire from the other one. Yeah, I think that is the end of their turn. Inquisitor's like... Where'd the guy I was chasing go? Yeah, it turns around. No, these guys are pretty single-minded. He just walks all the way up to you and is just like glaring at you. It's like, I was set to task not done. Corwin, now you get your death save.
That's 1.
1 success.
And
Huzzah!
The Drake, I assume, would basically follow her and attack her again.
Mm-hmm. And nothing happens to the Drake, even as you enter the flames.
14.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
That is a hit, yeah.
3. And 6 fire damage.
Alrighty, so that's math. There we go. Crap, what was I gonna say? Nothing. Good. Alright. Helena, it's your turn. You still have sneak attack on that guy from your bonus action thing, and now you have 2 allies within 5 feet of him, so you still have your sneak attack.
Oh, I'm gonna move out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Is that on the same guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm afraid that's gonna miss. Big lumbering armored guy.
I might move. Actually, I think I should stay.
Yeah, stay right there, so you're just sort of out of the range of any of the nonsense.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, then we're over to Itella.
Who's gonna use pack tactics?
Oh yeah, you do have pack tactics as an ant.
Right. Well, there was no one within 5 feet of me till now.
That's true. I just forgot you had it. So you want to hit the guy that's chasing Sar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bite him. So roll at advantage. So let me just triple check.
It's about time.
That's a hit, and I will tell you there's a mistake on how the ant is written. It's a DC 12 to escape, but they're automatically grappled. That is my mistake. So you bite this guy and roll your damage. He is automatically grappled, and he has to get himself out of it. I will fix that on your sheet real quick.
Okay, so now I can sting him, correct?
Yeah, so you will get your little ant sting. But please roll your damage from the bite first. 6. Okay, so give me half a second to fix this. Target. Target becomes grappled. Alrighty. So he takes 6 piercing damage. Roll the sting. Just click where it says attack. You're rolling the damage.
Yep.
DC 12 Constitution save. Succeeds. So he takes half the poison damage. So 7. So instead of 17, he takes. Math is hard.
Math should be illegal, but yeah.
8 poison damage. Oh my god. So 8 poison damage. 11 piercing. And 3 more piercing. You dropped him. This giant ant, just like wreathed in stone, bites into this guy and stings up into his chest, and he just goes completely limp. He's dead. He's gone.
Good. One last.
I will say you did take 2 fire damage at the start of your turn because you were in his aura, but now he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. Do you want to move at all, or do you want to stay where you are after that?
Where's my nearest enemy?
15 feet to the north.
No, this one?
No, that one's to the south.
There's that one there, or this one here.
You said nearest, so I told you which one was nearest.
So this one.
Yeah, the golden one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the one that said that we were being blasphemous.
Yes, that is the one. I mean, they were specifically talking about the Drake at the time, but yes.
Oh, I wouldn't think of it that way, but you know, you're next.
I like to, no. I like to imagine you're trying to talk, and it just comes out like.
Darn it! That would have been so fun. Okay.
Alrighty, they who are moved by flames is going to do just that, as y'all have put yourself in the perfect position, finally. They're going to move forward, and they are going to use... None of that. That's the wrong person. Hello? They're going to start with Blazing Blast against... yeah, I think it's going to be 1 against Sar. Oh my gosh.
That's a hit.
You're still resistant because it hasn't been your turn yet.
I am, yep.
6 fire.
Oh, that's
3
a lot
fire.
nicer than previously.
So you take 3 fire now, and you'll take 1 fire at the start of your next turn, and then 2 on the ant. Both hit. But the ant is having all damage. Thank God. Oh, wow. So you take 11 fire damage right now, and then you will take 2 fire damage at the start of your next turn, Mothership.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm getting down there.
Alright, that's their turn. Next up is Sar.
Okay.
Oh, I can close the Inquisitor's page too. You're
Clear it up,
lining
I
them
guess.
up, knocking them down.
Okay, right. So, Sar is also going to remember one of the features of his moon sickle this time when he does it.
Oh, the extra healing, yeah.
Yeah, I had it in my head that it was only with the use of a bonus action, but no, it's just you also get that.
Yeah, and I do think you're aware Corwin is on the ground, unconscious.
Yes, indeed.
That's not like a thing you don't know. You can see him.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh, that
No
rock looks
doubt.
weirdly like Corwin. Wonder what that's
Yes,
about.
yes.
Imagine.
Well, actually, to start, he's actually going to move here.
Okay.
And then, is going to... Actually, before moving, just passively, who do I think's, or with a passive 17, who do I think's worse, me or the ant?
I don't know how much you know about ants. But I will
Yeah.
say, like, the majority of the, like, stone, like, outer casing is, like, all fallen away, and it's just led to wounded ant. I mean, in terms of sheer, hit point proportions, is that the right word? You're probably worse off than the ant, but not by much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the way that this will probably go, in which case, yeah, I'll move. We'll cast. Oh no, that should be down one.
Oh, shit, I forgot to do this. Whoops.
Yeah, third level cure wounds
Still
on
not bad.
himself. Nice.
24 for Sar.
And
Very nice.
going to on Corwin use the chalice form additional 6.
Mm-hmm.
And
So 6 to Corwin then?
yes, and DM discretion. I think if I click this, when you cast a spell, yada yada, would that have to? Could that be on either of those two actions, or two sort of heals, or would it have to be on one or the specific?
It's specifically
over
a
the other.
spell, right? So it wouldn't even apply to your chalice form, because your chalice form is not a
Okay.
spell.
Sure. Okay. So, in which case that has to go to me anyway then.
Yeah. Fair question, though.
Okay. That's dramatically changed what I'm looking like.
But you've lost your resistance to fire.
And Corwin's up. And yes, I'm not resistant to fire anymore. And
Oh.
my spell slots are not looking good.
As they've been trying to line this up the whole time, at the end of your turn, they're going to use their legendary action to expel a gout of flames in a 30-foot cone.
Oof.
Dex save, everybody. It's I think because the Drake's in there, he's going to use his ability to turn it to radiant damage. So it's golden flames just like spewing out of his mouth. Spewing out of their mouth, excuse me. So that's a Dex save from Sar, the Drake, the ant, so Itella, and also this guy in the robe. Dexterity save, please.
Ooh.
Everybody fails the Dex save. Alright. So this is... oh, sorry, you succeeded. You'll take half damage.
Hooray!
29 radiant damage.
None of
Except
it's
to...
fire.
yeah, it's all radiant. The whole point was the Drake's there, I'm going to do radiant. That's...
Yeah.
Because he was... because they were specifically told, you know... So 29 radiant damage, except Sar and the ant will both take 14 instead, because the ant is resistant and Sar succeeded. But I believe I believe that puts you back into your not ant form
At 1 hit point.
at 1 hit point. Oh, delightful.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
All right, that
Turtle's
was
still up.
nice. That was their 2 legendary actions.
It's rounded up, right? So that's minus 15, was it?
No, round it down.
Oh, rounded down. So 4.
Oh, I've just been doing rounded down the whole time. I'm not going to change now.
I can't. I can never remember which way it's supposed to be. Oh,
Fair, yeah.
Yeah. It was because I was thinking about it can't be rounded down below a certain amount or something.
Fair.
Like the 1.
Let me just double check. Does this happen at the start of their turn? No. Yeah, so this only happens at the start of their turn. It doesn't happen when people move into their space. It just happens. So, Dribbly is fine. This is fire damage. So they lose 7 hit points, gain 9 temporary hit points, and Sar and Itella need to give me a dexterity save.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Hold, please. You said dexterity?
Yep. That is correct.
Boy, they're into those dex saves, aren't they?
Good news, bad news. Sorry, you failed. You'll take the full damage. Also, bad news. I guess it's not good news. Mothership, you succeeded. So Itella, you succeeded, which means you'll take half damage, which will still drop you because you're at 1 hit point. Which is only 2 damage, which knocks Itella unconscious. Up, down, up, down. Hey, it's a tough fight. And then I think they're going to use their cauterize ability on themselves. So they have. I'm bad at math. So minus 18, so 51. I need a calculator. Hold, please. Oh my god. 1 minus 19 divided by 2. This is awful. Why did I design this way? This is my fault. All right, their maximum hit points are set to 91, and they are set to 91 hit points. All right, it is Corwin's turn, as they, burn their wounds closed. You still got your rapier in your hand, so you do not need to pull that out.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the shield out. So.
Oh yeah, you just grab the shield as you're getting up.
Right. So I can't even get to her. Can I get here? I mean.
Yeah, that's 15 feet. That's half your movement, right?
Okay. Yeah. About. I mean, I'm 25 movement, so.
I'll give it to you.
That's what I was asking. Okay.
I think I'll give it to you.
You
You rolled over and then you stood up. There you go.
Yeah.
That's your 2.5 feet. So you made it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically attack her. I'm not gonna express my frustration out loud. I'm a quiet gnome. So I'm just gonna wail at her. Let me get this organized here. Okay, so I guess Dribbly can actually infuse one, because he didn't No, he did roll his last turn, so he doesn't get his back this turn. So it's just the piercer.
Oh, did he infuse his own last turn?
He did attack.
Yeah.
Well, he did attack, but did he infuse, though?
He
Was my
did.
question.
Yeah, 3 piercing, 6 fire.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hefty chunk. Yeah. So just the non-infused version.
Right. First attack, 14.
A 14 hits. That is exactly what you need to hit the robed one.
For 6 damage, which I think is lowest. Again, no, just about, but okay.
Second attack.
19
That'll hit.
for 5 more.
Oof.
Not
You
really rolling
found
that
it. You
great.
found the lowest.
Yeah, 1d8. I still have a bonus, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do it again. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the healing spirit right where I am. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cast it on right where Itella is. Summon it where Itella is,
Okay.
and
That triggers at the
Bring-
start of the turn, right? Like when someone first enters it, or is it start of turn? You're gonna just click it again
it's
because
both, I think.
Starts their turn there or enters it.
for the first time on a turn. So technically, Itella would heal immediately and at the start of his turn. Both.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it's on the start of first time on a turn. That's right now.
Right.
So yeah, Itella gets roll it, however much that is.
I think it's 1d6. It says, yeah, 1d6.
Just trying to do the same little circle thing we had before.
So 5.
Itella, you're at 5 hit points.
Yeehaw!
And that's Corwin. Did 2 attacks, he moved, he did bonus, so yeah, that's Corwin. Dribbly is just gonna chomp away
Oop.
with another bite on the lady.
Mm-hmm.
15 hits, I think. 4.
Yeah, 15 hits for 4. 4
and
combined.
he's gonna go ahead and infuse that. It's just
Seems to be
makes
working.
sense. That's right. And 5 more fire. The 4 piercing, 5 fire.
Yeah, so I think as Dribbly's turn comes to an end, they who are moved by flames shifts their gaze to Dribbly and uses their singular last legendary action to fire a blazing blast. And using their ability, they will turn it to radiant damage. 21 to hit Dribbly.
He just leans into it smiling. Bring it. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, so since that's converted to radiant, that is 11 radiant damage to Dribbly.
Yeah, he's going. I mean, he's, I guess, in discorporates or whatever, because I mean, I
Just
saw
like,
him. So,
like in wispy smoke.
yeah.
Returns to the other realm from whence he came.
Yeah. He'll be back. Hopefully.
Helena, it's your turn. Dog is growl. Okay. What you doing, Helena?
So I'm gonna move right here and then try to shoot the big glowing guy.
This one right here. I will remind you.
Or
Yeah.
the-
So, are you gonna use your? You can use your bow on the golden guy. Yeah. Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, you get your sneak attack. So, roll it.
Can I do the Oh, never mind. I got confused.
So, what do you want to do? Just shoot him. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, that'll hit. 19's pretty good. Heck yeah. If you're going to ask about your rifle, you can drop your bow and pull that out. If you're gonna ask something else, I don't know.
I got confused with what that insight thing did for a second.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. All right, that's the end of your turn. We are over to Itella, who you are immediately healed for another d6, because it's the start of your turn. Yay, healing spirit. I understand why they nerfed it.
6 more.
Because originally it could just like heal infinitely for its total duration, and didn't have a limited number of times it could heal.
Yeah, I think it can only do it
Like 4 times now? 3 times? Something like that?
4. Yeah, I think 4.
Spellcasting ability modifier, so 1 plus spellcasting ability modifier. You are on the ground, but you do have 11 hit points. You are awake. We're just gonna X Dribbly for the time being.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I'm awake. I'm awake. And probably grumpy.
Yeah, grumpy. Okay, whatever. All right.
Nature is still very angry, but that was all the magic they could give you for now. What do you want to do?
I am casting. I do this sweep and point at the one in the robes. Oh, I can't upcast it. Or can I? Well, I can only upcast it. Nope, I can't. Oh, I see. Never mind.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're doing lightning slash on the one right next to you?
The one in the robes that has pissed me off so much.
They are technically wearing metal armor because it's robes like laced with chunks of metal, so they do have disadvantage on the save.
Okay.
They fail horribly, so they take 21 lightning damage. That's pretty dang good. They're starting to look a little rougher. Oh, actually, they're worse than I thought because I oh, never mind. Yeah, no, they're looking pretty rough. So that was your spell. So that was your action. And you're gonna stay there?
May I use a bonus action and take a potion, please?
Feel free.
Yay. I really think I should do that. And you put them, is it on the core page?
It's wherever your character sheet is in Roll20. You click it, and it has the potions thing at the top.
Journal page.
Yeah,
Journal
that
tab.
thing.
The journal page, the bio page?
Where
No,
your
you're looking at your character sheet. In Roll20, there's the thing that says Journal. You click on that. At the very top, there's potions, and it tells you how much they each heal. But if you're looking for how many your character has, I have no idea where that is.
Oh no, I don't understand. What journal? Wait.
The third tab on Roll20.
In Roll20, where
But,
chat is.
Which potion are you using? We can just say.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
I think we were trying to answer a question that was not being asked. You were trying to find where the...
question that I was asking.
That is the question?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Because, like, I don't know how many potions you have or what potions you have, so...
Oh, no. Oh. I have one, but it doesn't say what it is.
If it says healing potion,
I have a question mark healing red potion and a 1 healing red potion.
I had one just like that. It's just a basic.
that's just a basic healing potion, yeah.
It's the basic? Okay. So, 2d4 plus 2. Thank you.
That is correct. And that is the end of your turn. Glug
Yes.
glug.
I really would have liked to have stocked up on more potions at
Yeah.
some point.
That's totally fair.
Okay. Better than nothing.
Yeah, I think divide and conquer. First blast is for Sar. That's
a miss.
That's a miss. Next one is Itella. 23 is a hit.
You can miss me too. That's fine.
23 is a hit for 10 fire now, and 3 at the start of your next turn. And 1 for Corwin. 12 is a miss.
Nope.
You're like, I'm so glad. Like beams off your
Yeah.
shield. That was all of their attacks. And that's
Still won't save me from anything over 20.
the most that they've missed in a single turn yet. Next up is Sar. What would you like to do?
Guiding bolt, if used at short range, is that like using a bow at short range, or is it, or are spells different like that?
Ranged attacks, whether they're weapon attacks or spell attacks, are the same. It's disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Unless you have things that make it not, which I don't think you do.
No. Okay. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
All
You
the
or you?
options.
You or you? My guiding bolts rolls have been going so badly, but I'm gonna try it on them anyway. So that's disadvantage.
Yeah,
This
sure
is a
thing.
bad idea. I should.
Yeah. That's a miss.
Yep.
Just crashes into the ground next to them.
Yeah. But yeah, also going to drink. Yep. Let's go green. Green potion.
You're drinking the green potion? That's pinned in the Discord chat. Yeah. Okay, let's bring that up. Alright, so you're gonna roll me, I believe
Okay.
it's 2d6.
So duration 2d4. Like
Yeah,
I'm just
2d4, not d6.
going through it. No, not doll 2d4.
One, and number increases the first number, so you increase your size from medium to large.
So that's one size category, so gain 10 hit points. Is that technically temporary hit points?
It's. Why are you not looking? There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 plus. It's basically current and max hit points for the duration of the effect. Is what it effectively is. So.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to.
I'm just going to put that in.
It's
as
fine. You
temporary.
can put it that way because it's
Yeah.
it is temporary in a way.
Yeah.
You
I didn't grow more than 2 sizes, so that's fine.
1d4 bonus damage. So you're
I'm
bigger.
already
You got
some of
some
that, so the other
hit
things.
points. In this context, that's about it.
Yeah.
So it lasts 4 rounds for you, is what that means. So it lasts 4 rounds,
Yes.
and you grew 1 size category, and you gain
And
10
I'm
hit points.
just going to shuffle myself like that.
Fantastic.
And yeah.
They don't really have the methods of attacks of opportunity for you, so you just shuffle away. Well, you didn't
I'm
leave
not,
their reach.
I'm not even
actually, so
away.
it
I'm
doesn't
still
matter.
adjacent anyway.
Yeah. All right. So they're going balls to the wall, folks. All right. They're going to go sacrifice for the flames. Any fire damage they deal is increased by their CR, so +6 fire damage. So at the start of their turn, they lose 7 hit points. They gain 9 temporary hit points. And then they lose 12 hit points. And this happens. Everybody so that's Corwin, Sar, Itella, dexterity save. Oh, actually, that doesn't... So that's an action to do that, and this happens at the start of their turn, so it's not applied to this. It'll apply to the next one if they survive that long. I just did things out of order. It's fine.
But we still do a deck save.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They're just not getting the +6 damage this time to this effect. Success, you'll take half damage.
Oh,
Success,
hello.
you'll take half damage. Success, you'll take half damage.
About time!
Oh, look, maximum damage. So you guys all take 4 fire damage. That could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if the other thing applied this turn instead of next turn. Corwin, it's your turn. Things are looking desperate.
I'm still up. All right. My action, unfortunately, is to bring Dribbly back. I mean, unfortunately, in the sense that takes my action. So,
I gotcha.
summon him right where he is.
So fully heal the dribbles. Remove the X.
I'm trying to think about what to summon him as. I'm thinking fire. I don't see any other reason not to. I mean, I guess the other guys would. I mean, it's.
So
he
you're
was still damaging the. So I'm just gonna summon him fire again. So
if it's any just to clarify, the fire is working on this guy, but you're also
Right.
distinctly aware it's healing the other guy. You are aware of both things.
Okay, so it's not even just he's resistant to it, but he's healed.
It
by
is
fire.
full on healing him. You did see that. You were like 30 feet away. The guy took fire damage. He healed.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make Dribbly ice then, I guess. It just makes sense.
Fun.
That's my action. I'm not gonna move anywhere. My bonus. No, that's an action. So I guess my bonus is just going to be. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Sickle.
cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, fair. Which one?
Yeah, just on her, right there. So, and then that's Corwin.
Heck yeah, Dribbly. I'll get your name right. Dribbly.
Fun fact: Dribbly was my first ever WoW character, World of Warcraft character.
Nice.
First ever I got to max level 2. All right,
My
so
first
Dribbly,
ever WoW. Momentary derailment. My first ever WoW character was an undead named Pain-Crutch, who was supposed to be a priest, but I accidentally made him a warrior, and then I spent 40 levels as a warrior and just never changed.
Man. I was a night elf druid.
Nice.
DPS druid. So I guess, and then
Dribbly would have
Dribbly
advantage
gets to. Oh yeah, gotcha.
because Itel is there.
Right. So 13, I think, misses her.
That'll miss, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's me.
Fantastic. All right. At the end of Corwin's turn, 3 legendary actions to fire blazing blasts at. It's actually interesting because the way that the ability works, Eldritch Blast is one thing. So if he decides to change them all to Radiant, not realizing the Drake is no longer immune to fire, all of them are Radiant instead of just the first one. But I think that's what he's going to do because he doesn't know any better right now. But in his perspective, the Drake being immune to fire is the biggest problem, so he's going to try and nuke down the Drake again. 1. That's not what I meant to hit. Ignore that. 1 against the Drake. 16.
That's his AC, so I guess that's a hit.
That's a hit. So 15 Radiant, and then 1 Radiant at the start of the Drake's turn. Man, definitely hits hard. 23. 13 Radiant, and another 1 at the start of the Drake's next turn. Final Blast is a miss.
This all to the Drake?
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of the Drake. He
Gotcha.
perceives the Drake. They perceive the Drake as a problem.
Gotcha.
Which, is that flattering? I don't know, Corwin. That's up to you.
It's taking a whole turn of damage is exactly what the Drake's there for.
Yeah.
So,
But the Drake
He's
will take
still up,
2
but-
Radiant damage at the start of its next turn.
exactly, yeah.
So
As soon as Corwin's done, the Drake's done. Maybe.
I mean, I guess technically speaking, that would have happened at the end of the Drake's turn after the Drake attacked, so it'll be all the way around on the next turn. So the Drake's still there for now.
I'm
Helena.
so dumb. I should have used my bonus to move the spirit on top of me and just taken some healing.
Oh.
I mean, Itella will get healed next turn, but
Whoops. Whoopsie. Helena, what would you like to do?
Move over a little bit more.
Okay. Which one? Against which guy?
The gold guy.
That's a hit. Uh, 22. That will drop the gold guy.
yeah.
Nicely done. That was most of your movement and your action. Anything else you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Fair. All right. Then next up is Itella.
Actually,
I think too.
Oh, pause. What?
cancel that healing. As soon as I cast the Hunter's Mark, the healing spirit disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
And the person the Hunter's Mark was on is now gone.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
you can use
fine.
your bonus action to
You
move
can
it.
reaction, right?
Exactly.
Bonus
But-
action.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah,
No, that's fair, because that would have happened right then anyways, so...
exactly, right.
Itella, what do you want to do?
You said I was taking 2 more damage at the beginning of my turn.
Yeah, the 2 fire.
Well, I noticed when I was taking off the healing potion off my sheet that I had another one lower down that I bought with my armor.
Cool.
Okay, so it's the same.
Bonus action 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, right? I'm assuming it is. So I'm starting my turn with doing that.
Your bonus action 2d4 plus 2. Sure. Totally fair. Yeah, so 7, because it's that plus 2.
Oh, that's right. Forgot the plus 2. Okay.
And then what do you want to do?
Well, I like to survive. Who do we have left?
The big old
Just
boss.
Just the twamp.
The twamp.
Oh, the pain in the butt one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the legendary actions.
Yeah. The one that's full of it, huh? Okay.
Full of something.
Full of stuff. Man.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm sorry, I was looking at a 3rd level spell and then realized I don't have 3rd level spells left.
Yeah, use them all on B missile. Which
Yeah.
is a choice.
Okay, just choosing here between 2. No, I don't see an advantage to that one. Okay. I'm gonna do Baleful Lightning again. It worked on the other one. What is this one wearing? I'm sorry.
Not
They're
much.
Warforged.
Yeah, so it looks like they just look like they're made of wood and stone and stuff. But I will say, last time you didn't use Baleful Lightning, you used a different spell. Baleful Lightning is the one that gets a bonus if they damaged allies.
True.
If that's the one, you can use that. I'm just saying that's not what you used last time you used Arc Lightning.
That's right. You're right.
Which, if you want to stay away from them, Baleful Lightning might be a great idea. And I mean, technically, with the up, down, I think you're going to get the full bonus of Baleful Lightning if you want to use it.
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, hit it. I'll put that. Crimson Lightning creatures are targets 3d6 lightning damage on a failure. Creature definitely did that since your last turn. Disadvantage on the saving throw. Double damage dice, so roll another 3d6. So 15 is a success, but they'll be taking half damage. So 9 plus whatever the 3d6 you roll is.
A creature that has dealt damage to you or an allied creature since your last turn has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Oh, thank you. Alright, so that's a failure. So that is 11 plus 9 is 20 lightning damage. Nice. As a streak of crimson lightning erupts from your the palm of your hand and slams into they who are moved by flame. Chunk of damage. Nice.
Okay.
You want to move at all? Or you're going to stay there?
You know what?
Choices.
Honestly, I'm moving here.
Okay.
That's Corwin, right?
That is Corwin, yes.
Okay, and I'm just gonna tell him if that one's dead next turn or really close to it, I will heal you or some. So don't move away.
Oh, if they drop, I'll heal you. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
That's
incentive.
quite a lot.
It's incentive. If you kill them, I will heal you.
I will reward you by healing you. There you go.
Yeah. Doesn't have the slightest idea that the Drake's about to drop, so is about to unload on the Drake again. Yeah, so turning this all into Radiant. 13 misses the Drake, I think.
Yes, that's a miss.
19.
That's a hit. So, well, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so that's a hit. So the Drake is going to drop, but in conjunction with that, this like golden ball of fire erupts in through the beam and slams down to where the Drake is, erupting in a giant ball of fire. I need the the Drake's down. The 3 of you to give me a dexterity save from a radiant fireball.
Oh, good grief.
Well, it does more than 1 damage. It really doesn't matter what I roll. It's a dexterity.
Yep. Hey, success.
That's what I can do.
Success. That does include SAR, yes.
Yes. That's not
I'm
gonna be a
just.
success.
So I will say the first time this was used on you guys, it did more damage than it was supposed to. That was my mistake. It is base level, not 5th level. Alright, 25 radiant damage to SAR. The other 2 of you will take 12 radiant damage.
Well, never mind the healing you.
Yeah.
Oh, did you both just go down?
Yes.
Alright, that is their entire turn. SAR, it's your go.
Okay.
Oh, did I skip Helena?
No.
No. Sorry.
Right. It will be.
Sarah's going to run, pick up the brazier, and yeet it away. No, that's not really what he's doing.
Okay, I was gonna say, wait, what? Don't forget there's holes in the ground that are like the size of your legs, so those would also make things problematic if you wanted to do that. So, but no, you're not doing that. What are you actually doing?
Going to try to just get over here, and I'm believing in I overheard Helena said that they can do something, so here goes my
All right, Tella.
last third level slot. Yeah, I tell her, sorry. There goes my last third level spot for cure wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast 3 cure wounds. Still,
Oh,
Nice.
but you wouldn't know
but,
that.
and
Who's that on?
That's on
that's on I tell her. With an okay, so 19, and then the extra where's it gone? On Corwin, going to be using the chalice form stuff for 6.
All right. 19 to Itella and 6 to Corwin. That's chonky healing.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I'm then going to use the rest of the movement to move away.
Escape.
Yeah. To say Sa is. Oh. No, I used my bonus action. Never mind.
It's all good. All right, Corwin, you are awake. You're on your butt again.
Yeah. Itella's up too, right?
Yeah.
Itella is conscious next to you. Yes.
Just got up, right. So to stand up and get to him, it looks like I can just about maybe not get there. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Oh, it's the 15 again.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Um.
Because it's weird rounding. You got it. You're good.
Right. Let me think about this. I mean, I can't. Like, if I cast a spell, that's that. It's not a spell and attack, so it's either. trying to do
Unless it's a
something with
bonus
this
action
guy.
spell.
Nah. Yeah. Yeah. But my cure wounds is not. So.
Fair enough.
Oh hell, man.
Choices.
So, we're just gonna close distance. I will go ahead and re-up the Hunter's Mark, so I'm gonna cast that again with the bonus. So, Hunter Mark on him. All
Gotcha.
attacks are gonna do an extra 1d6.
Your attacks, but yeah.
Exactly, all my attacks. And I'm gonna rapier two attacks.
Yeah, hit him.
Got everything checked. Not enhanced. No Drake. 19.
19 will
Is that
hit.
a hit?
Yeah.
6 plus 1. And let's do that again. 23.
That'll hit.
12. Thank you for finally giving me something.
Nice.
And how about another 2 on top of that? So it's like 14 and 7.
Nicely done. That's a lot of damage in one round to him.
That's bonus,
Two
that's
damage.
action, that's movement, that's Corwin.
That's Corwin. All right, Helena. You have an ally within 5 feet, so you will have sneak attack if you want to blast him.
Yeah.
I will also remind you about your bonus action healing potions, as things are getting down to the wire. If you wanted to use one of those. Otherwise, feel free to attack. You know, thankfully, these guys aren't in, like, melted plate mail with, like, a shield welded to their arm like the flail guy was, so not as much armor class. So hit him. That'll hit. Oh, yeah, you also got your twin shot thing. Hot dang,
Oh.
22 damage.
Forgot about
Pretty
that.
dang good. Mm-hmm. Is that it for you then? That's a good chunk of damage.
Do I do it after the first roll or the second one?
Yeah, so it basically just, it's the same attack roll, so if you were like, yeah, I want to duplicate that, it would just be another 23, and then you do another, without sneak attack, short bow attack, like damage.
I
Yeah.
still do it.
Yeah, you can do it. You haven't done anything else yet. Yeah, so you can
Well,
just
I
roll your damage
unchecked
again.
my attack
Huh?
and roll it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
10.
Nice.
Helena coming in clutch as she just like puts these 2 arrows through the back of his head and he collapses to the ground. Excuse me, they collapse to the ground. That'll do it. That's them down. And you all breathe a sigh of relief.
He's just full of holes.
Yeah. Oh, they've got so many holes in them, and there's the 2 arrows in the back of their head. Like, maybe don't focus on the Drake next time, you moron. I mean, they had no idea. That does drop them. That is the end of the fight. Yeah, that combined with the damage Corwin did, that was good chunk.
Sar picks up the brazier and walks towards the party. Oh, wait.
Well
Ever
done,
since
friends.
I said the ambush started well, I've been holding my breath. That's how I jinxed us.
I was wondering why you turned
Yeah.
blue.
I have one second level spell slot left, and that's it. And I'm on 3 hit points.
I will say, like, this sword that they had, like, in their hand that they used literally once is, like, sitting on the ground next to them. Even though they seem to be dead, the sword itself is like a scimitar, and it's sort of, like, got a faint... It doesn't seem to be lighting anything on fire, but, like, a faint, dim flame that's, like, wreathed around it. Looks neat. Other than that, it's... The other stuff that's there is the flail. And everything else is like welded to their bodies, so you couldn't take it even if you wanted to. But you guys can grab that weird scimitar and the flail.
Corwin just blared out, that scimitar looks like Helena could use that.
Certainly a possibility. If you wanted to look into that. And scoop that up, investigate it for later. What do you guys want to
Also,
do?
that second level spell slot I mentioned, no, it's gone. It's going on me right now.
Carries over the brazier, like heals yourself. Now you still get your bonus action healing. Is that everybody want to just like take the moment to heal themselves up, preferably
Sure.
without using limited use the stuff that comes back.
Yeah.
Whip out your Drake again. Good Drake. You did well. You soaked up at least 60 damage.
I'm trying to decide. I mean, I guess we could potentially still see some action today before a long rest. Like,
And
Yeah, I
Anything's
don't want
possible.
to
not a
accidentally
question.
stub my toe and go down.
That's not a question. I don't expect you to predict the future for me, but I'm sitting here wondering, should I summon my
Yeah,
Drake
yeah.
or use 2 cure wounds on myself?
You know, realistically, anything is possible.
Right.
I'm actually going to do a honey shot, but I wanted to know who looks the lowest.
Probably Corwin.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I can tell you for certain nothing's going to come after you within the next minute. So Corwin would just get
Thanks!
the full healing from Honey Shot, which is 30 points, I think, at the end of each turn for 1 minute. Yeah, 30 points to Corwin from Honey Shot, and then whatever Corwin's Cure Wounds does.
No,
Okay.
regenerating 3 hit points at the end of each turn.
Yeah,
Right.
and there are 10 turns in a minute.
Oh god, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. So that puts me at 36. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and spend
Yeah.
one. I'll heal myself with 1 spell, and I'll summon the Drake back. I'm gonna summon him back as fire.
Yeah.
And that's all my spells. My cure wounds. What is it? I have it set up wrong. So it's 1d8 plus spell casting ability. That's 3. So 1d8 plus 3, right?
Yes, correct.
So and 4 more. So I'm up to that.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm really hungry after all of that. So I'm
Yeah.
going to eat.
I was just gonna say, I've got some wyvern meat, I think, still.
I love the idea that everybody's like healing, and Helena just like takes out some wyvern jerky and starts eating, watching everyone heal. This seems fine. We're good.
You want some?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you take that sword, Helena, the scimitar that they had?
Yeah,
that's
sure.
like got like very dim flames on it. I think the moment that you grab a hold of it, like the flame roars up even more, but not like a ton, just like.
Yeah. From that green
Scimitars are-
potion, that 2d4, that was how many rounds it lasts, right?
Yeah, the total, so 4 rounds for you on that one.
There's-
Which does
so yeah.
get them to the end. You look,
Yeah, so I'll like be picking up the brazier and saying, okay, where should I put this just now, just as he starts shrinking?
hey, why is this thing growing?
Can it fit in the bag of holding?
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
I don't think so. I think with the way the bag of holding works, it has to. The opening is
Right.
too small to fit the full brazier.
So it's-
brazier.
I think it's 5 feet wide or something, but it's a certain, I don't know. But if you say no, that's good enough for me.
I mean, I'd have to check, but I'm almost positive
Right.
it's not 5 feet. It's like 2.5 or something, but I don't remember.
Right.
Yeah, I thought.
2
I think
feet.
it's
Here,
2.
oh, yeah, 2 feet in diameter and 4 feet deep.
And this thing is 5 foot diameter.
Yeah, it is
Gotcha.
like 5 foot, and then it's like maybe 4 foot tall.
Right. Okay.
So and it's like
Yeah.
solid stone.
Is it a round chalice?
It's
Because turn it on its
a
side and roll
brazier,
it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, roll it, sure. I mean, it is
Yeah,
a
so-
magical thing, so it's like relatively sturdy. I
Right.
wouldn't say indestructible, but you could probably drop it off a mountain and it'd be fine. But I don't know, if you fireballed
Well-
it 70 times, it might not be fine.
If it's a cylinder on its side, then we just roll it. You know what I mean? So
Just wheeling and dealing.
yeah.
I
So
forgot that I could actually wild shape for actual wild shape as well as just my star forms.
Yes, you can
Just
wild.
remembered.
Yes, the druids can wild shape. That is a possibility. I mean, I guess
To be fair, I
technically
was in
Itella
chalice form
did
for
wild
most of the
shape.
time.
Oh, I will tell you, Itella, you did take an exhaustion at the end of that fight because you used Wrath of Nature.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And you're a bit sleepy, but you're not like, oh, I'm gonna die sleepy.
what do you guys think we should do?
Sitting around and enjoy my meat, my jerky.
Man,
I mean, you
well,
feel
as-
pretty
as
satisfied.
everybody's
You've killed a bunch of cult of fire dudes. You're pretty satisfied with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
what do we think we should do? Where should we go back to the burned village, or should we leave here and head back immediately? Should we get out somewhere and set up camp? What do we think we should do from here?
Did we do everything that I had planned to do?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Do you have your
buried
itinerary
your
on
family
that?
and stuff. You checked on your bees. That's pretty much all I think you had to do. I mean, unless you want to go... Unless you wanted to go try and visit the... What's it called? Like the cave temple thing that we talked about? But I don't think you want to do that. You don't have a reason to do that, either. But that's the
No,
only other
okay.
thing left that's even at your home, so that's probably not a thing.
Corwin goes and grabs his bow, by the way.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I was going to say, like, we don't know if there are going to be more of them coming, or
Yeah.
some of them coming to check out why whatever was supposed to happen with this gate didn't happen. So I think we should move out of here, just to be safe. Find
Yeah.
somewhere to camp down.
I
That
would-
would be harder for them to find.
I'd say if we felt like we needed to immediately rest, maybe we could reset the traps a little bit. I know that you just erased them, but then just take a long rest somewhere nearby, or like you said, relocate.
Yeah, I mean, the
Just
logical
get
thing
somewhere
would
to
be to not stay where they're coming. You know?
Yeah, that was my
So,
gut reaction.
you know, resetting the traps and staying nearby
Yeah.
is not something that makes sense in my
As soon as you
opinion.
started deleting them, I thought, wait a minute, and then but
Yeah, fair.
Well, I want to go back and get
Fair,
my
fair.
teddy bear. Just kidding.
So
Yeah,
I
so
guess
you guys just sort of probably just pick a direction and to the north-ish and move that way.
back.
Do we
yeah.
want to go jump in the ocean and wash off all this yuck?
And so I'll say
not possible.
to Helena, probably a good time for to let our employer know that we've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, once
Maybe.
we're away from here.
Yeah, we can communicate while we're on the move.
Sure, that
Or
is
while we're
absolutely a
resting
thing.
at our camp.
Right, right. Or we could just do it. Yeah, we could get to a camp and then do it. So do we
Oh,
want to
yeah.
literally head back the way we came, or like what's our destination, or is it just generally to the north?
I mean, you guys literally have no idea what your destination is until you communicate, so
Gotcha.
you could just pick a direction and go for the time being, and then I guess call the boss
Yeah.
and find out where you're going.
Yes, I reckon that we should head just deeper into that forest across this plain and find somewhere that we can just more hidden that we can just take some time to recover.
Sounds good. Not to split hairs, but I feel like if we turn this thing on its side and we roll it, would it leave a trail? Like, I mean, wouldn't that be like tire
Oh
marks?
god.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, potentially.
Well,
realistically,
I've still got a
Potentially.
wild shape in me, so
can you
If-
become something that can just carry that? Because
I tell you, you
Pretty
can
big.
just become an ant now. You are just capable of being an ant, and ants are very good at carrying things.
the big ant.
The big ant, yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm thinking about that, but
It
I
won't
also
be
have a
covered in
level of
stone.
exhaustion on me, and if I,
I mean, I could get a branch and cover the tracks as we roll it, but that'd be a roll.
If it's
So
a
just-
concern about the exhaustion at this point, it would not be a huge detriment to this task, no.
okay.
So that is something you could do. Yeah, so you get to be a big ant again. You just turn into an ant, and you carry it, well, let's say northeast, and you guys go a little bit of a distance away and set up shop for the night to take a breather.
oh, actually, yeah. Which direction did they come in? Obviously from the other side, but was it straight down or was it from
It was
one side
straight
or the
down.
other?
It was pretty
Like,
much
okay.
straight down, yeah.
Yeah, right. in the
Sure.
middle.
Okay, so it doesn't really tell us much then, yeah.
If there was anything left, like
So
if nobody
logically,
grabbed
they'd have-
anything else, Corwin would just snatch it. So I don't know if anybody grabbed that hammer, for instance. I
The
think there was
flail,
a couple
yeah.
other things. The
No,
flail,
it was
right.
just the flail and the scimitar. Nothing else was like
Okay.
retrievable. Everything
Gotcha.
on they who are moved by flames is like integrated because their warforce is like attached to their body. Unless you want to
Right.
sit here start prying chunks off of a dead person, I don't.
Right.
You know.
Nah,
Actually,
I'll pass.
Saw would just shove the bodies into the pitfall traps that we've made
That's
Mhm.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just roll them
and
in.
maybe just sort of very roughly, but very half-assed, cover them back over. Just like, oh, here's a leafy branch. Oh, and not even leafy in this spot. Just here's a branch.
Yeah,
some
I
twigs
mean, the trees themselves definitely haven't started regrowing or anything, but like there's bushes and stuff around. You can just like uproot a bush and throw it in there if you really wanted to. You'll see nothing. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you guys want to like sort of travel just like northish and then spend the rest of the like an hour, then rest after that. You guys can absolutely do that. You take the thing with you, as carried by a giant ant. Do you guys want to wait till you get to the camp to have the conversation with your employer, or do you want to do it on the way?
I
Probably
think that
at
was,
the camp
yeah. I think that
because I tell as a ant.
was, right. Yeah. And we would have decided beforehand when Itella mentioned it earlier, so I think
Yeah.
when we get there, that works.
Sounds perfect. All right, so you guys move onward the hour towards the camp, and you sort of set up just like away from, like you didn't go towards the road. You kind of went like away, although the road's pretty far away, so I guess that doesn't really matter. But you get my point. You didn't head towards the road in the fear that anybody else coming would see you if they were coming from the road. So you just kind of went a different direction, and you guys set up camp. I mean, at this point, after like half the day of waiting, and then the fight, which was probably like a minute, the deliberation, and then the like hour-ish travel. It's nearing evening, but it's not quite like dark yet. And you guys can, send the message if you like. What exactly are you saying? And I believe that's still going to be you, Helena, delivering the message.
One chalice for delivery.
I think
Were we given any
maybe
other
I'm
directions?
just like, so where do we take the what's it called?
Chalice.
The brazier, not
Brazier.
chalice.
Of the beacon of unending flame is technically it.
Yeah, that is the name. You can call it the beacon if that's easier to say, because it sure is for me.
So we could do code and say we have the item.
Yeah,
We have the brazier.
the eagle has landed.
We have touched
Um,
the flame.
So
Get
where do
real
we
obscure
take
about it.
the
So
beacon now?
you basically call them up. You're like, hey, we got the thing. Where do we go from here? Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, so as per the usual, there's the long pause. And I'll ask you ahead of time, are you going to be listening in again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So before I start saying anything, so I can interweave it with what I'm saying, go ahead and roll your perception to see if you hear anything in the background for them. It's just sort of like really focused on
Say
listening.
perception.
Yeah, perception is just sort of like focused on listening in. Oh, that's much better than the last like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, so I think
Paying attention.
I think it's a much longer time before response than any other. Like you're sitting here like, you know, a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Is there a point where you just send the message again, or do you just keep waiting? 20 minutes. They've never taken more than 5 minutes to respond before, if that's it makes any difference.
They're dead.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I think I would send another message. And like, did you hear me?
It's probably about a little less than an hour after the original message. The response does finally come in, and I will say the first thing you hear in the background, like before they even start speaking, it's almost like you are hearing what they are hearing as they're talking to you, right? It sounds like there's people yelling, like somewhere in the background of wherever they are, and it's sort of like echoing through this like stone hallway, so it's like really distorted. And it's hard, if not impossible, to like really discern what anyone's saying as it's like echoed through these halls. But as they start talking to you, you hear a little bit more and a little bit more of what's going on in the background. They say, "You will be taking the beacon far to the north, but first, you should probably rest and resupply at a town by the name of Blue Cut Crossing. There's an iron coffer outpost there. You should be able to rest and resupply. I've taken the liberty of diverting all of your deliveries there." Mostly referring to the person who had something commissioned. Mostly. There does come a point where it like almost as soon as this starts, they completely stop talking and the communication ends. You hear like this like echoey feminine voice somewhere back in the echoing through the stone halls, and then the communication ceases. So you've been told where to go. Iron Coffer Outpost and Blue Cut Crossing. And for context, you guys would all be aware Blue Cut Crossing is like the oldest and main city that has a bridge that crosses that river that cuts across the entire continent. So
okay.
if I pull you to the big map, I can show you exactly the river we're talking about. Yeah, so that big old... And I will update the map at some point, but for now we'll just... Oops. But like, it's somewhere in there is where you're going to Blue Cut. So you're headed to Blue Cut Crossing. Ish, somewhere in there. Right.
Still on the tree page.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to move you guys. I moved me, not ye.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So, because the river is called Blue Cut, as it's, blue and it cuts across the entire continent. Yeah, so there you go. You guys have where you're going, and you guys are going to probably spend the rest of the day sleeping.
Yes.
Can I ask if, like, the party had... I'd, like, tell them everything I heard and just ask them if they wanted to say or ask anything else.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, I heard the echoes through the stone, and then the message
Yeah.
like cut off when the feminine voice in the background started, kind of thing, like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
If we had one more question, I think I would want to ask. Basically, if they know if there's anybody else on our trail that are coming, can we expect to encounter anybody else, basically? I can't really think of any other question than that.
Sure. So potentially that one.
Yeah.
Did anybody else have anything?
I don't want to pry.
That almost feels like a yes, but do I want to pry? Which, fair, right? Fair enough. So you would like, Helena, you would like to just ask directly, is there anyone else that's going to be coming after us? Right, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, so it's another like long pause, like they're waiting for whatever they're doing to die down before they respond. I do think the response comes.
You're muted.
Who, me?
Oh, that was
Oh,
weird. I saw you speaking, but
It might just be video delay. I don't know.
gotcha.
But yes, Helena's also getting a guidance from Sar.
Yeah, guidance, and then go ahead and roll your perception. Sorry for my long pause there, but yeah.
Nice.
And then roll a d4 and add it. Now, as a reminder, that's only one ability check, correct? For guidance?
Yes.
Fantabulous. So,
So technically, I wouldn't, but technically speaking, I could just keep going. More.
yeah, because, I mean, as the response comes, it's, you don't hear anything extra in the background this time, but they almost sound shaky and unnerved. So I will also allow you to do an insight check if you wanted to get more information on that. The response kind of comes in, and it's like, eventually, but you have some time, a week, 2 at the most, but they will come.
2 weeks without somebody attacking us would be great.
That'd be great. Yeah, if you want to do the insight, if you can get any more information. I think the only thing you really get is that their fear isn't necessarily for you guys; it's for themselves. What information that gives you, you're not sure. But that what you got?
I just tell everybody that if they can't hear it, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Because it's a direct response to you, so you're just kind of reiterating everything you hear. But you're just like, it sounds a little nervous. They say nobody's coming for us for a week or 2. Yeah, so I think this session will probably end with you guys just sort of probably chilling out and then going to sleep. Oh man, I got the jitters. I got to calm down from that fight, kind of thing.
Seriously.
Definitely eating more Weirvin meat, just cooked in various ways.
It doesn't come up much, but he does have a religion.
Fair enough.
So he'd be meditating.
Just sort of meditating over the occurrence.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to be alive. And I think that's probably where we will end for today. And next time, you guys will be heading north towards Blue Cut Crossing.
Is that Blue X where we're heading the final destination, or that's the crossing of the river to then get to?
That would be somewhere
Crossing
in that area is Blue Cut Crossing, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I will get a more exact thing later. But yeah, roughly-ish there somewhere.
Gotcha.
And if that name sounds familiar to anyone, that's because Blue Cut Crossing is the city in Tincture of Madness, which is having part 2 tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see you all there at about 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So with that, let's go ahead and raid Gothic Reverie, who I believe has had a relatively recent name change, but it's their birthday, so let's go say hello. Alright. I hope you'll have an absolutely fantastic evening. We will be back hopefully next week with more of these shenanigans. Until then, have a fantastic evening, and as always, when I remember to do my outro, great gaming!
Have a good, everyone.